What up, guys? How you guys doing? How's it going? Go live for an hour, 2 hours tops. And the intent 2 hours tops. If it's a good session, it might stay a little bit longer, but I'll just forewarn them that I don't do 2 hours because I'm only one person. Go live for just go for that for you guys. And all I focus my energy on everybody behind the screen. Y'all want to do work on your mental health, love, relationships. The intent is working yourself first and foremost. If not, then you can do all the relationships you want to call everybody out. Respectfully, only to I mean to like a little riddle, like in this lifetime, how many bodies are you going through to figure out what love is? How many tears are you shedding to figure out what love is? And then another one I would say is, do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? If you knew what it was, I promise you 1,000, you will not stay in toxic love, broken, quarter relationships too long. You know the door is right there, respectfully. And I'd be telling my body. Eventually, I make shirts and hoodies. And the cool thing is, like, when I wear my shirts and hoodies, I don't gotta speak, simple as that. The words do the talking, and the cherry on top, no word has feelings at all. So don't elaborate. Sad won't feel sad. Breakups are never breakups. Trouble does not work out trouble. Treating people like I used to be, we weak beings are the ones that touch our feelings to these words again, power and weight. So if you call me dumb, I don't care, but I match energy, do reverse psychology, and I'll call you dumb if it triggers you. I'm gonna ask you, like, yo, like, why didn't my energy shift, but yours did? You're bothered, but I'm not bothered. Make that make sense. Respect. If you want to talk about it, you don't have to. Terminology. I respect your boundaries, but there's a problem. That's for everybody out there. If y'all want love, quote unquote, how can you say you want love, but you don't want to talk about your feelings? Make them make sense. And on top of that, like, tell people, like, I'm gonna give a scenario. The day you do find love, this potential partner, right? And then, that's the same question I just asked you. What would we do to the person that you love? Crucify them, push them away, build walls. You need your space. Then you're the problem, like I used to be. Hurt people, heal people. What do? We heal people. We got for one, like, you're not ready. You think you are. Go try. Go fall on your face. And when your relationship fails, it's not about being right. For warning you, I was you. A lot of people think they're ready for love. Like, if you knew what I was, I promise you 1,000. You went upstairs for too long. The door's right there. Remember, it's the best part. If you're adults, quote unquote, yo, like, the truth hurt no matter what. And you're going to hurt people's feelings with the truth. But why hold back? That's a forewarning. My situation, 4 years single now, I could have a girlfriend every day above ground. But respect you, I don't date girls. I don't date women in the healing journey, preferably a waking woke journey. These conversations, that's my situation. Day one off the rip. I talked to them about all this. I told them, yo, chill out, queen. Go to my I gotta start promoting more. Go to my Spotify and my YouTube. You can see go 6 years back. Rewind time. You can see myself 6 years ago. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? How's it going? Thanks for the gift. Whatchamacallit, how you doing, brother? How y'all feeling? You and the wifey? I'll definitely call you today after work, guys. But whatchamacallit, that's the cool thing about live podcast. Well, in general, wise, if you do social media, YouTube, blog type of situation, people can rewind time and see the old version of yourself. That's when people are like, you're strong. Like, I'm stronger now. Yeah. Because I reached out for help and guidance, and I got a support team. I'm blessed now. Once again, I'll take maybe like 20 or 30% credit of the way I speak, but 60 to 70%, that's them. I had 10 people for 88 days. I asked all these questions to 10 people. I got either similar answers, some didn't know it. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. Cool. I got 9 more people to speak to. Though, all this bullshit with, like, if you can afford a bunch of counseling therapists, you have the money, go for it. Fuck yeah, the more the merrier. As long as they're holding your hand, guiding with your mental health. If they don't know, which is funny, I say this to a lot of them, which I tell them in the face, like, this doesn't make sense to me. Why is that you can't elaborate your client's stories and this shit? All these clients you have, for all this time frame, I go, I'm talking to you, I'm giving you all scenarios and some of my personal experience and people's experiences. I see the thousands of queens, and you're certified, respectfully, Hermano is still sick but improving. Unfortunately, you have to go to a funeral. A friend of grandma passed. Oh, condolences. Hugging prayers to your grandma. Checking her for sure every which way, because, it's all about mental health to the fullest. And then the grieving journey, like Johnny Chang says, and a lot of people say this in general wise, we're all guaranteed death. That's very factual every which way. But I want to probably add to it. I'm probably going to tell me we're all guaranteed death. You're all guaranteed to go through, through breakups. You're guaranteed to hit rock bottom. Well, rock bottom. you're guaranteed to go numb because you don't want to feel his feelings. And that's why a lot of people do body hop in the whole phase because the person they love destroyed them, and that's the shit. Hope you're doing it, hermano. Love and respect you. Love you, hermano. 100,000. I'm doing good. I just woke up. Like, I gotta start talking about. First and foremost, I do more gym therapy. Like, I've been slacking for like a week and a half now. Honestly, I'm tired, man. I'm just like two jobs, trying to get my podcast, do my one-on-ones. I'm just exhausted, honestly. But this yesterday at work, it was hella busy and shit. And I should have just chilled. I worked. I drove to like 25 minutes north to DoorDash. You know, big up and coming. Then I gotta go back. Snap, thinking of 1,000. What you gonna call it? But I got to take a power nap, and then I just woke up. I'm like, man, I feel tired. You wanted to sleep, and I died. Oh snap! Thank you, man. Oh yeah, thank you, brother. What you gonna call it? I just woke up. First, like at 8, and I woke up at what 2:50 in the morning. I'm like, bro, what time is it? Man, I didn't die. I should make no money. It was cool. I just drove straight back to work. I remember this, guys. This is a live podcast. I'm living my band 6 days in Seattle. I'm supposed to see my kids. If anyone deserves it. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. No, yeah, thank you. Thank you. No. I'm just paying for it once again, guys. I don't have to be here at all. I don't have to go live for nobody. I don't have to talk about this. I can talk about mammy bullshit. Race versus culture, all that, black versus white, Seattle versus. I don't care about mammy themes. My God and love is vertical. A lot of people God and love, like I used to be, is horizontal around you. I'm here in Seattle by the water. The water is beautiful, right? But it's a kicker. The water won't ever be sound depressed. Nothing man-made or be sound depressed other than physical beings. Animals, I know they have feelings for the most part, right? But once again, like, I don't think they're like potential wise in the human level. Us, I know you don't do it for the gifts, but just know you're appreciated and you do make a difference. Thank you, hermano. Thank you. No, I'm trying once again, as I was taught, paid for, and that's what I do. I've been doing. Met about the number 6 years ago doing this healing, well, almost 6 years ago, maybe 36 years, what you want to call it. Now I'm going to just tell a story. When I figured this healing journey out, mental health, why these relationships fail, I'm going to just tell a story to pay it forward. And that's all I do. I keep it black and white. I think black and white, speak black and white. Live black and white. Because I don't care. Gray area, the rabbit hole, if you guys want to go down the rabbit hole, I pray for you. I really do. Because I will call you out. Okay, you want to talk about quantum, after death, God, Buddha, whatever, cool. I'm like, but aren't you suffering? Don't you have anxiety? Don't you have PTSD? You went through a breakup. You bitch about your partner. Why do you put all your energy in that conversation? Because that's your personal experience. If I was you, I would just walk away. But I know I was you. And you may be stuck in the worst addiction universe, the emotional, mental, spiritual trauma bonds. You believe that you're giving up on them, that, you can't do better. Yeah, I comprehend that 1,000. That's what I'm talking to you. I forewarn you, don't waste your energy in that stuff, rabbit hole. Or about your household, respectfully. Have a good night, hermano. I'll call you sometime this. Oh, for sure, man. Like to have a good night, stay blessed, and I'll definitely give you a jingle. Hell yeah, I'm gonna catch up. I remember the guys behind the cell phone tattoo. Maybe locally wise, you don't have like real support teams. You can't have these conversations. What am I doing? It's a live podcast in my van in Seattle, Washington. I'm just telling stories to pay it forward. I'm not a victim. I'm not a warrior survivor. I was. The old version of myself. I won't ever be in a toxic love, broken, coded relationship. I want to bitch about a partner. Why? And once again, I believe people in a positive manner. Yo, is there any queens in the whole universe? Why would I say about you? One, the potential. See, but I'm leaving. Queen, babe, the door's right there. You can leave. What? You fight for relationships. That's toxic as fuck. You don't fight for relationships. That's fucking ghetto and toxic as fuck. Like I used to know. Once again, to believe in a positive matter, that a zillion queens of the whole universe. What message is about you? There's gotta be a woman out there in the healing journey, preferably awakening woke journey, more than you, to bully them in a positive manner. What? Look what you're doing. You're doing threats. You got to manipulate. No, I won't ever chase no begging adult. I'll chase my kids in general, but adults, no. You want to leave? If you want to, I'll open the door. Where do you want to take you? What? Where do you want to take you? Respectfully, And that's the intent. But once again, guys, behind the screen, I make it sound easy as fuck. Why? Because I worked on myself. But if you focus all your energy on you, and then once again, every feeling you have is to be and talk to yourself, because your feelings, not my feelings. Why am I sad? There's only two categories. Whom did it, a physical being, and what did it? Man-made bullshit. Are you sad because, you're stressing about bills, you have no money, you want if you have kids trying to do corporate like I do, like I have no money for my kids, I haven't got money, I don't got money. What do you want to do about it? Money doesn't grow on trees, And that's why I'm very blunt to the fullest. use my narcissist traits, quote unquote, my pride and ego to call everybody out. Like, I'm being nice with this number, 95%. 95% of you can't teach you anything about life, respectfully. Because you're still going through it. And once again, respectfully, who knows? I might start saying 99%. What? 99? Like, I've only met so many physical beings that can actually have real conversation about mental health. And if these deep conversations about, over stuff, because a lot of people are to become vulnerable, especially to a nobody. Like, tell me, yo, Queen, King, I'm a nobody to you. I don't know you from atoms. If you want to talk about your past, we can. You don't have to. That is your choice if you will. I respect your boundaries to the fullest. But here's the kicker, like, what do you do? Once again, I'm all doing scenarios. A lot of people say they want love. What do you do with the person that you love, quote unquote, when you finally get them by your side and they ask you the same question I should ask you? Once again, will you crucify them? Count them for Jesus? Because I crucify some of my tattoos to get people's attention. Will you push them away? Build walls, and then you need your space. To respect me once again to call you out, to tell you future in a positive manner. Then you are the problem. If you can't talk to your partner, what are y'all both doing there? That's like my little motto: the potential to be a queen. If we can't talk to each other about everything, then what are we doing here? What am I doing here? Just to remind you, that door is right there. I can leave, you can leave. I'll tell the potential to be day one off the rip. What? Are you scared of rejection? That you won't respect, you're not ready for this. What? Because once again, if I'm becoming bored or we're having this conversation, it's not going to revolve. I got to keep pushing type of situation. Mm-hmm. The what? What was that, number one? Hello? I don't know if they lagged out or servers, whatever it is. I'm real fast on my Twitch wise. I don't know what happened, but the last 2 sessions, I hear the deal. I'll find out after today's session. But that's right down. So, guys, once again, if I'm not going to do all the extra editing wise, because I remember I'm only one person, but I'm trying to push more content on my YouTube and Spotify. So, this is a live podcast, by the way. Eventually, I'll be posted on my YouTube and Spotify. So, whatchamacallit, Mr. Number One, welcome to live. Whatchamacallit, if it's upside down, I'm not, I'll try to fix it with the VLC player, but I'm not putting too much effort into it, guys. Yo. What's the number one? Welcome to live. What's going on?
What's up, man?
Chilling yourself?
No, I'm just bored scrolling through
Bigo
Live.
Yeah, there's a lot of live sessions on every platforms. And once again, like on these platforms, got social media. It depends what you want to do with it. If you can't handle it, don't be here. Don't be on social media. If you can, scope it out, And it depends what you want to vibe with. My situation, all I talk about is mental health, toxic relationships. You as a being, because I care about you. Like respect, like you can care about others, right? But if you don't if you don't care about yourself, then there's a problem. You say you want love, but you do not know how to love yourself. Make that make sense respectfully. You're the problem, like I used to be. So that's how people have to pay it for. Once again, you have bodies. You have a billion kids. The bodies by your side is not the issue. The kids that you have is not the issue. You are the issue. That's what to call everybody out. If people make you feel good, if man BS makes you feel good, why can't you make yourself feel good? Make that make sense. And what's the answer? Codependency and validation. That's the answer. You're scared to be alone.
So you think you gotta love yourself in order to love others?
The correct way, yes. If you truly want love, yes. Because keep it simple, black and white. Why do people are scared of breakups? It's called rejection. It's one word called rejection. To call everybody out, right? I'm going to tattoo next month. Because everything I say is a broken record. Because once again, I figured it out for myself. I just have stories to pay it for. No one has to comprehend me, right? But then to say, fear in a positive manner as if for warning. Did you know anyone could break up with you? Anyone could cheat on you? Anyone could divorce you? Anyone can go, anyone could leave you whenever they want to. That is their choice and free will. When they do, and which they sell, how will you react? How will you respond? Or do you live fear scared of that? Can you handle rejection respectfully? Go for it.
Should you love yourself more than you love the person? Like, say you your wife.
Your partner? Yeah. That. Yes.
Yeah.
Technically speaking ways, yes. Yeah. Your partner.
Yourself more than that.
Yes, because if you don't, If you don't, that's why people are scared of rejection. Scenario, when you go to work, right, and you're doing good at work, badass, kicking ass to the fullest, and then your boss talks to you, hey, Vito, when you have a chance, can you come out of the office? And everyone be like, oh, shit, you're in trouble. And now in your head, you're thinking, like, I know I've been working good. I'm on my grind. I do everything correctly. Why? So it's a leap of faith. 50% chance of talking in a positive manner, maybe a raise or whatever situation is, or someone complained about me or whatever. The manager complained about me, whereas now I'm gonna get written up, or they're gonna cut me loose. That's called rejection.
So,
So
do you feel like that's
mm-hmm.
like, is it loving yourself? Was it like confidence and loving yourself, or having being confident in yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Is it one thing, or is it just,
Well,
because I feel like I don't mean to, like, like, disagree with you or something.
No. You're pretty good.
Your boss calls you to the office, hey,
mm-hmm.
so and so, come see me in the office right now,
mm-hmm.
and then you go there, but on your way there, you're thinking, he probably gonna tell me how good I did whatever I did, like, oh, look, he told me I did that, I fixed that machine. I'm a mechanic, so, like,
okay, you know what's going on. The same thing.
Using myself as an example.
Right. Yeah.
Like, damn, you're probably happy the way I fixed it, how fast I fixed it, or
mm-hmm.
Stuff like that.
Right.
Or, like, for some other people, they're like, damn, did I do something? Like, get paranoid and be like, did I not?
Right. Overthink.
Did I piss him off? Did I say something that was not,
Yeah, that's called overthinking.
So.
Yeah.
Overthinking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I have that, but I say to myself, like, hey, you did everything right. The worst that's going to happen is, like, they're going to complain or whatever, because we have a union,
Yeah.
So what I do is I make sure
mm-hmm.
I don't give them that
opportunity,
leverage for them to be like, even blackmail me or have dirt on me, be like, hey, if you don't do this, remember what you did the other day? I'm going to say something about that,
Right. What's the whole guy doing?
Like, oh, you work hard, man. You don't have to do that. No, I don't want to give the leverage to a person. It's
mm-hmm.
not because I want to work my ass off and everybody's lacking, everybody gets away with it,
mm-hmm.
and all of that. But technically, me doing the right thing at all time,
okay,
it's just dependent on me,
Yeah, right. It's better reinsurance for yourself.
I'm dependent on me. I don't care what. So that's the way I see it.
We're just totally
that
cool.
Can also be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we're just totally good.
Also be considered like.
Go for it.
It could also be considered like, hey man, this guy loves himself, or could that be considered loving yourself? I used to always think, hey, that's
you can love
confidence.
That's like loving your confidence, loving your job. That's what that is. That category, loving yourself. You're a good worker. A lot of people are badass workers. They kick your categories and titles, right? So you're a good worker, right? But what about your mental health? What about your home? A lot of people, like, we love the universe, right? But then when we talk to relationships, we're bringing home to our partners. So we're walking on eggshells. You get in your car like, fuck, I gotta deal with Maria. The fuck I do. But once again, when you don't have the real support teams, you accept your partner by your side. And once again, I keep it simple. Like, I had a fresh tattoo on my back, right? To have a cross tattoo for religious people, or as a Catholic. And to call everybody out. Madman wars, I don't give a shit about gang mafiosos and these country wars. Madman bullshit. Their God and love is horizontal. My God and love is vertical, right? So it says, the real war starts every day above ground. Who is the slave master? Dash says. Who is the slave? Dash says. Everything's at home behind closed doors. So scenario, overage myself, right? I go 26 years back. I'm back in Seattle, right? My first baby mom. So before I met her, she's like my real first girlfriend. Like, I had this little puppy love in high school, but it was minute stuff, right? No physical touch, nothing, right? So for everybody out there behind the screen, if you have the V card, the Virgin card, analogy, metaphor, whoever you lose it to, you want to say it's the right person. First and foremost, study what empath and narcissist are. My tattoos, right? If you don't comprehend that terminology-wise, you're going to get destroyed. And it doesn't matter if you believe in God, Buddha, the universe, because if you do opposite attract, I promise you 1,000, you're going to self-sabotage your life not knowing, and you're going to crucify yourself not knowing. And the triggering comment, you have to happen to you, karma not knowing, because you're doing this conversation. Because you're doing your love and their toxic love, right? So my first baby mom's all good shit, what you gonna call it. I'm from the ghetto hood, so but she's about the life. She grew up in the life. I grew around it, and I went as best as possible, right? So Oh, thank you for the gift. Whatchamacallit, she's that first one to hook up with. So, analogy metaphor, she became, whoever you lay down with, that's your God, that's your goddess. All you see is them, literally. You give your all. You know, you're in love to the fullest. It feels good. It feels hella good. The downfall is when it was a toxic love, that's when shit starts hurting. You're like, bro, like, I do my part. I don't want war, and we good. On my side, at least, but they want war. And the downfall, if you're a square, my tattoos, if you're too empathetic, then ask an astro. This is the downfall about you on the overall, because you don't know this conversation potentially yet. You're too nice. You're too gullible. You know, too naive. You call it a people pleaser because you don't want war with nobody. You know, the downfall of that situation is when you buy with my tattoos, circle of zombies. What's their flaw? All of them, because everyone's robotic. They're too narcissistic. They're too mean. They're too egotistic. Too prideful. Too greedy. Called destroyers. They're toxic, love and lust, and you're love and lust. So that's the situation, you know. So
see, that's when I see. I understand you completely because
thank you.
That's where having confidence and then also like you have to put yourself first because
trust Jesus.
People around you, they don't come in to help you out and then to uplift you. They come and then they want to see what they can get from you.
Energy vampires.
That plays in every level, you know.
Oh yeah, if you allow them to, that's very factual. That's why I tell people like, yeah, are they acting nice or they being nice? What? It's the same thing. It's not the same thing. Narcissists, right? Bad people. They get everybody. Here's a kicker for everybody out there. Everybody is love. Even if they're sociopaths, psychopaths, all the terminology wise, everything starts with love. Even if they're acting it, it's still love for the time being. Now, when the situation will start being mean to you, start using you, now it's going to toxic love. The question is, why is it going to toxic love? Is it you? Is it them? If it's them, why are you allowing it? What do you mean? You want to pray to God, the universe, for a sign? You know, it's simple. I preach about doors. All these doors you go through every day above ground, especially in toxic relationships or toxic households. Why do you bitch about that door? You love Jesus, you love the church, you love counseling, you love the beach, you love Dubai, right? I'm happy for that, but then you're the one you have to go back to that home. You have to go back to that job. I'm not saying quit your job yet, but definitely start applying it everywhere because that's a toxic household. I mean, it's a toxic workplace. It's a toxic boss, a toxic coworker. Me, I keep it simple. Anyone that bullies anybody is not a good person.
See, that's where I try to tell people or anybody like, because no one understands what you try to say all the time, or if they have
nobody has to comprehend.
Like what you go through life, it teaches you, and sometimes you actually have to go through some trials
to feel it,
to understand.
Potentially,
like, people could tell you, and then you're like,
yeah. Forewarn you. Well, that's why.
Until you're in that pain, so you have to do your shit. Toxic relationship in workplace are earned because you slack. And then that slack is covered by, you say you're a manager and stuff like that. And then your manager now has a leverage on you. You open that door for a toxic relationship because you doing it because you know he has a leverage on you, and it's like blackmailing. Like
basically,
Politicians, they do shit because they're blackmailed and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know?
to get to manipulate.
So
correct.
I say, hey, you do your shit. You do it right. No one can hurt you. At all levels, if you just don't open that space where somebody have a leverage on you, you know.
That's the intent.
Stuff, yes, they do something wrong. You tell them, oh, it's okay. I'll look around and stuff. But if you're in business, you out in the world. Don't accept favors, and then in return, they're gonna want something, especially favors that can like, hey, lose your job. B, that can lose your relationship and shit like that. So,
right. Well, that's gotta be cautious like, every which way.
If you cheat on a girl, and then she says she takes you back, she ain't really taking you back. She wants to do the same thing. When she does the same thing, she's gonna be like, yeah, you did this anyway.
Well, that's tit for tat.
How come you're mad? Yeah,
that's tit for tat. You can do that. Toxicity. Yeah. So, good conversation, right? So when someone cheats, yo, check out. I'm gonna tell Ami for a reason, right? Once a cheater, I was a cheater. Once a player, I was a player. That's factual with you, 1,000%. The idea, the smart thing for you to do is what? Babe, I love you, but I myself more. What? You cheat on me. You broke trust and loyalty. There's nothing coming back from that situation. Learn from this. If I was you, my next tattoo, you're my ex, right? Now, if you allow it to be part of your support team, we're going to talk about this, why you cheated, right? You don't have to. You can hate me, dislike me, whatever. But here's the kicker. I'm gonna my type of out there. Yo, observe your exes. Calm the fuck out. Yo, I'm gonna watch you. The intent you fall back to your healing journey, or if not, if you go to the body hopping whole phase or jump into another relationship right away, then cool. That's your situation. No healing journey. You hurt me, right? So I know you hurt them. And when you cheat on them, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna DM you. Give me a burner account, bro. You cheat on me, and you said I was the problem. You just cheat on your new partner, then you are the problem. Hurt people, heal people. I'm talking to you. We heal people. We got for warn. You were the problem. You're not ready for love. You can't do A and B monogamy. No, because you're too lustful. Your eyes are bigger than your mouth. You go to church, yo. I'm gonna turn my back right and say God's not the issue. Your belief is not the issue. Tell you, I know it says God's not. It's gonna say God is not the problem. Your belief is not the problem. So the Bible is not the problem. The church is not the problem. It's the beings in the church that are problem. More on the male side, the more narcissistic. Respectfully, what? Your belief's not cheating on me. Your belief's not being. You are being mean to me. End the story. It's you directly. I don't give a shit about your respect about your belief, because your belief's not talking to me. You are. So why'd you cheat? I don't know. Well, here's the kicker. When you do know, let me know. I know why you did what you did, but here's the kicker. I can tell you the answer. If not, you just hear and listen type of situation, or just walk away. Once again, for everybody out there, keep it simple. My tattoo, my back. God, the universe, whatever your belief is, and beings, we're all communication, and we're all messengers. Everybody plant seeds. B, comprehension. I cannot do comprehension for nobody. I'm a single for my kids. I tell my kids, I can't do comprehension for you, but I can tell you stories. I can pay it forward. So you don't learn the hard way. If you do learn the hard way, yo, I'm here for you. I can tell you exactly 1,000% all your little bullshit feelings. And here's the cherry top for everybody out there. Feelings do not have feelings at all. No word in the universe has power no weight at all. Don't urge myself into behind the screen to tell you, we weak beings attach our feelings to these words to gain power and weight, and that's why that word hurts you. And it's just a word, every which way. But you don't comprehend that yet.
Words are just words. Word can be in some places.
Mm-hmm.
If they're used right, they can change the world.
Correct. Potentially.
Loyalty, basically, if you have trust in this one person, you're willing to take over the world. You're willing to destroy the world. Trust,
everybody can.
Action is what really what's it called? Not just
speak
words.
down the
I
words.
can tell you, I'm gonna give you $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mean I'm gonna give you $1 billion. But if I give you $1 billion,
mm-hmm.
the action right there is far more heavier than anything. Is the action?
Right. Facts.
Not just talking.
Right.
That's why people that talk too much. The over talks. I don't really trust them because
they're just talking.
Like, dude, you just you're just twisting words and just beautifulizing these words and all of that. Man, anybody could do that.
Right, exactly. Facts. Oh yeah, very factual. Am I right? I'm right. I got this. Me as a being, you can't see my tattoos. A bunch of tattoos in my arms. I'm sleeved up, working my chest and my back. Right. So it's like a hook from a song. Right. He says this. Just don't listen with your ears. Listen with your eyes too. And I'm gonna add to it. Actually speak down the words. So I say, I love you, babe. Right. Here's the kicker. It's about terminology. Once again, I copy the fuck out because people know how to use it correctly. So when your partner cheats on you, right, and they tell you, let's say a scenario, I have a girlfriend, I love her, quote unquote, I'm Catholic, I go to church every Sunday, right, hard worker, all that great shit, right, but I cheat on her, and I tell her, yo, I tell her, I love you, babe. Those girls, there's no feelings. That's all it was. There was no feelings at all. I should be saying this, shit up, babe. I have love for you and many others. If I loved you, I wouldn't have cheated on you. That's what I should be saying. Who says that? Every platform, they don't say that shit because they don't know, they don't comprehend it yet. They just skim the shit of cheating. That's it. It's over and it's done. We're like, no, you have love for me, so you can't control your lust. That's what I tell everybody out there, but especially on the male side, because we're visual creatures, quote unquote. Test your lust. If you say you want love, monogamy, A and B, and that's it, can you control your lust? Test your shit. Pathetically fucking easy to do. I'm about to go to the gym. At the gym, cosmetically beautiful queens. How do I know she's pierced? She's wearing see-through to everything. All that corny shit. Like we Spanish say that she put in a situation. I'm like, bro, when these boys are too narcissistic, too lustful, past boundaries, I wonder what fucking why. You dressing like a nut? Are you coming? No, you're not. So respectfully, I have compassion for you. I don't feel sorry when anything happens. I don't feel sorry for you. You put yourself in the situation in this bullshit world. You know that, right? Respectfully. So there's option number one.
Discipline,
Right, and then the second part is go to the beach, There's all the OnlyFans in your face. Go to the bikini recent stands. All this lust in front of your face. If you're staring at women and men like you've never seen a man in your fucking life, you can't do monogamy. You will always emotionally cheat. 1,000%.
No, if you out here thirst trapping, nigga,
yeah. Well, it goes both ways. If thirst trapping,
you can't be doing that because honestly, like thirst trapping and like if you're right, bro. Some people actually like they say, "Oh man, this it's not me. It's people wanting to do." You have to control yourself.
Yeah.
You also control yourself. You can say, "Oh man, I don't want to do this with you. I have a man and I have this.
Right.
Or I have a girl. I don't want to do this with you because I respect and fear go together and love go together.
That's possible.
Love, you have to respect them.
Right.
You have to fear them.
Right.
And then you have to, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, it's called boundaries. Person, you're right.
You don't really love the person. If you don't fear that person, you would do anything and then expect the person to just I just brush it off. Nah, you have to fear that person is gonna be like, hey man, I'm out of here. Because I love myself and I'm not gonna deal with this kind of shit. You know?
Exactly, and that's my situation. I tell people on the overall, right? Why do you think the whole universe is segregated? All my tattoos, I'm from the ghetto hoods. All ghetto hoods are lucid playgrounds, hell on earth, toxic love and lust, toxic relationships. In the suburbs, on the overall, that's God's playgrounds, heaven on earth, love and lust. If I want love, these conversations, I'm in the suburbs right now. If I want toxic love, I go downtown Seattle, South Side. I got thousands of bodies. I could do benefits like crazy in the South Side because a lot of queens are beautiful cosmetically, but they don't have this conversation respectfully. So that's the people like. You gotta figure out the situation where you live at. First and foremost, your environment behind the screen. Where do you actually live at? If you live in the ghetto hoods, for one, you have to comprehend this. There is no love in the ghetto hoods. Zero. That is. Kids have more love than adults do. Common for now, because if those kids don't ever leave the ghetto hoods, they will become you every which way. Welcome back, Coach Cheeto. What's up, B&W Battles? How you doing? Welcome to life. Respectfully wise. If you want love, go to the suburbs, and overall, it's more pathetic-wise in these conversations, the healing journey, especially with the queens. Downtown Seattle, I'm famous with my tattoos, not because it means to be. I'm part of the vessel, right? But of all these tattoos for a reason, it's triggering words and then healing notes for the universe. Straight to the point, very, very direct. Downtown Seattle be like, man, like you have a lot of triggering words in your body. I'm like, correct. And those words are everybody's words. These tattoos are my cuts and wounds healed.
I mean, I'm not. I don't really have any tattoos.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to. Nobody has to.
I respect the people that have tattoos, and then some of them, it's a reminder for a lot of people. Some people just do it for the look and
for the attention. Yeah.
But for some people, it's actually a reminder, and people look at you and you're like, oh, this guy has a tattoo. He must be a really bad person.
Oh yeah, thug.
Kids don't look at stuff like that.
Yeah.
But me, I'm like,
you're borrowing that vessel. It's God.
That I talk to that have tattoos.
Exactly.
It's always a reminder, and they have the sweetest heart, and then they just, the world has. I feel like the world fucked them over.
Well, okay. So here's the kicker. It did, but once again, this is from TikTok. It did because we allowed it to happen, because that's not knowing, you don't know this conversation yet. The day you comprehend that saying, scenario, if I tell a queen, check out, not knowing, right, because I do a bunch of one-on-ones, you allowed yourself to get cheated on. What do you mean? I know you didn't cheat. He cheated, right? But here's the kicker. You know this conversation. The day you comprehend all these words, I promise you 1,000, the answers to life, Buddha, whatever you believe in, it's that physical door. I preach about doors. That door's right there. You can leave, both of you bitch about each other, right? You bitch about the way he is, right? You can leave whenever you want to. That's not your kid. But you to downfall, you're too empathetic way. So you think in your head, maybe I am the one. Nobody is the one for nobody at all to for one. You're not God, Jesus, universe. Nobody can't take nobody's pain at all. I have 8 kids. I tell my time, I can't do this for you. All we're gonna do for each other is heal, guide, support, uplift, for one, show love to each other. So he's cheating on you, right? So you go to that door. Don't ever look back. Do not look back. Whatever happens to your ex, that is up to him. Especially keep it simple. 1,000. We're all adults. You know that, right? That's not your kid. That's somebody else's kid. Technology, my cell phone tattoo. I promise you 1,000. Your ex, you break up with them. They can go on social media. Someone is too, but they're like worse than you are. They will take them the fuck in, and you got destroyed. They're gonna destroy worse than you. I guarantee you that 1,000. That's why anyone that does body hopping the whole phase,
especially with the women, you know how it is.
Women, it's both sides. It's both sides. Anybody that moves on right away, you are the problem. Because you're scared to be my face tattoos. You're scared to be alone. Codependency, you know? You return it in the earth's
I
milk
feel
to
like
level.
the
You know
first
something,
time
T.
you
Karma
basically
1,000.
you haven't really
Say it again?
if you haven't really yeah
Well,
I feel you, man.
once again, if you move on right
I feel
away,
like
it's a
there's
red
people.
flag. If you do body hop in the whole face, it's a red flag because you're
Yeah,
scared to be
yeah. Like
alone.
it's not that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like if you at the moment,
Not healed
sometimes
1,000.
there's people that's really on the right side of the story, but
Mm-hmm.
the person that they're having to deal with, they they overpower them with their words and then make them think
Monkey
that it's
bear.
their fault, and
Exactly,
then
T.
they actually believe, oh man,
Uh-huh.
I'm so lucky to be with this person. Other people probably think I'm a dumbass,
Well, it's
and I
because they're
feel
blinded by
bad. I
toxic
can't
love.
help it.
Right, so
Yeah,
that's called toxic love. So remember, in their eyes, they believe maybe that's the best person, even though they get mistreated. But they're allowing, they're accepting it for now. Down the road, it'll beat them up, right? That's why if you're from the outside looking in, what you gonna call it, and you see that someone's getting mistreated, just call them out. Chill out. My first baby mom in Seattle, right? Before my tattoo, that had longer hair and just braids, and that's it, you know. And my ex, she's beautiful, nice body, she's Latina, I'm Hispanic, right? And she's from New York, all that good shit, so East Coast slang, etc. Anyways, people in Seattle, for 12 years of my life, being with it, they be chill out. Before you speak to each other, right? And I watch you two, I would be scared of you. And your girlfriend, I think she's an angel, but now that observe you guys and you're speaking to each other, like, what are you doing with her? Like, what do you mean? What are you doing with her? Because I love her, it's my girlfriend. Right. You have kids? They're like, yeah, I pray for you. What do you mean? And they're like, yo, you a square. My tattoo from Seattle. You're a square. I'm like, what's a square? Like, empathetic person? Empath? I'm like, I don't know what that is. You don't like the problem? No, I don't want problems with nobody. I try to avoid that best as possible. And your girlfriend right there, she's a circle. I'm like, what's a circle? Like, she's a narcissist. I'm like, I'm like, I don't know what that is. They're like, learn the hard way. And I did learn the hard way after 26 years doing my healing journey, figuring this shit out. But here's the kicker. As a being, right, if you don't make comment or ask a question, you want to spark a conversation. You will never know. Just tell them, yo, if someone tells you some shit, your relationship that, yo, we deserve better, tell them, okay, what do you see that I don't see? Can you please elaborate? Because I don't know. Because me on my side, I love to the fullest. You're trying to forewarn me, right? But I don't see what you're seeing. You start. They can elaborate. You have to comprehend. But the cool thing is you heard the words, the little message, and that's it. Welcome to Live T. The women, LOL, executive, master manipulators. Oh, for sure. Once again, it can be. That's why I preach about environments behind the screen, right? So when people do it, all men, all women, like, yo, you don't live all over the universe. Nobody does. So behind the screen, wherever you live at, maybe there's more narcissistic wise, more the males are, the females are. That's why it's being like behind the screen. What's your environment like? So my
situation. Narcissist, male and female. You couldn't see past her mask.
Right.
You couldn't see, but they could see it.
Right, exactly. And that's why when you work on yourself, you observe people's energy. It's all about energy. It's all about love. It's all about energy. That's my tattoos. Keep it simple. Are you a square or you a circle zombie? I can see everybody to the fullest without even talking to you. A lot of boys get triggered. They be like, you don't even know me. I don't have to know you as a physical being. I know energy. I can sit there and just observe you. Like, oh, you're a circle. You're a fuckboy, fuck girl. With you guys, I won't be with you. By myself as a partner, fuck no. Because you can't teach me nothing, respectfully. And the way I speak, I would trigger you.
I didn't know a lot of people were like that. But, I just came into close proximity with, a crazy narcissist. And, literally, we started off good. But, because I can see everybody, even when I just know you, I saw past his mask immediately. So he went from thinking I'm great to hating my guts because I can see under his mask.
Well, and that's
literally
right. It's because because once you comprehend energy, and especially when you're observing, watching it, they hate it because you see through them. When I say your eyes, the door to, your eyes are the door to your soul. I look at your eyes, and then your facial expressions, your tone of voice, your body language, the way you treat others, the way you treat yourself. Why does it all matter? It's all in sync because scenario, if there's a potential partner, right, and we're all cool, lovey-dovey, she wants to get to know me, all good stuff, right, and now she's telling me everything I want to hear, cool, but then we go to a scenario, we go out to eat, we go to a Starbucks, and let's say something magic happens where the barista person forgot something, and she starts popping off on them. Yo, she's just mistreating a person that just did a mistake. So she hasn't mistreated me yet, yet, but in due time, anything I do wrong, guess what happens? I become him. I become her, easily. So why would I put myself in that situation? And that's what they intend to call it your partner. Yo, shut up, babe. I know you say you love me, said all the good stuff, but that person did a mistake. No one's probably having flaws, right? And Starbucks hella busy. I confused type of situation. So check it out. If you keep doing that, I'm gonna probably walk away from you. What? because the day that I do something wrong in your eyes, you're gonna mistreat me to the fullest, and then you say sorry, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, when they lift their mask up, like most of the time, like when you see under their mask, it don't be towards you. You see it. They don't realize that you can see it because they're doing it to somebody else.
Correct.
So like their guard is down because it's not focused on you.
Correct.
And that's normally, but like once you get a peek under it, it's basically a wrap.
Oh, 1,000. That's my tattoo. Like I'm a geek techie, right? So like I work computers. I'm not a coder programmer. I could do that if I wanted to, but respectfully, it's tedious, a lot of time. So I'm like, buddies are geek techie, right? They have their own business type of situation, 6 figures plus, right? I touch it out. So coding talk, I don't comprehend that you do, but I know of it, communication. So all the coding talk is just zeros and ones. Me as a being, and then, as beings, wise, emotionally, spiritual as beings, all I see is square, circle, zombies. So if I call you square, I'm the ovar, you are love. If I call you a circle, all my tattoos for a reason, you're the bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girl, the bully, the racist. If I call you a zombie, you're cooked. You're the worst of all of us. You're the zombie, the accident, addiction. End of story. So if that hurt your feelings, that's my job and gift to hurt your feelings. Now, what do you want to do with your feelings? Because they're yours. Do you want to talk about them? I respect your boundaries. You don't have to.
Oh my God.
That is your choice if you will.
This is literally what I do on Bigo. This is my niche on Bigo. And so basically what you said is what I do. And unfortunately, it's mostly men. But I hate to see a grown man not being who he really is. So then I have to take his mask off in front of hundreds of people.
That's okay.
And it gets bad because they can't defend themselves against themselves.
Right, well, they don't know how to.
You're telling him who he really is. Right, he can't say nothing. All of a sudden now, black this, woman that.
Oh, yeah, it triggers him. Yeah.
And it's like, I helped you. It might be embarrassing, but you should be seen for who you are. And then if you really improve yourself, you won't have to wear the mask anymore.
Exactly. That's why it's called the healing journey. For the most part, a lot of queens, you guys do the healing journey. You do these conversations. That's why majority of my followers, like 99% of my followers platforms in Seattle are queens, young mothers, single male type of situation. I mean, females. And they've been doing a healing journey. And that's why I say terminology, boundaries. Oh, you know about boundaries? Time for a reason. Yes. You want to talk about them? Your mental health healing journey. Yeah, because I care about you. I tell people, like, as a being, I want to know about you. What do you mean? Teach me about you. You get back about mammy bullshit. I don't respect. I don't care about your job. $1 billion. Your money can't speak to me. Your job can't speak to me. You can speak to me, but you don't have to. That is your choice if you will. So if not, then here's a kicker for you. You aren't ready for love. What do you mean? How do you okay, I'm a nobody to you. You're scared to become vulnerable? Here's the kicker. The cool thing about something nobodies, face-to-face behind the screen, nobody's, what's the situation? We keep it today and now the present. If you want to talk about your past, we can. We don't have to. You don't know my past. I don't know your past. Both of us can be killer scenario, and we don't know that until we research each other. Public history, all that good shit. Why? I care about you. Teaching about you, and your mental health and your feelings. How are you doing? What? That's why I keep it 1,000. Every day background. The real war starts behind closed doors.
I think once you've done the journey, if you heal, so basically I go into any of these rooms and I have no fear because so I'm raised with both parents, brothers and sisters. Life is not, but literally through growing up like this, you go through high school, you go through your college phase, and then boom, you live life. So now I'm married, 4 children.
Awesome, congratulations.
It was ups and downs, but getting to know myself is it's easier to see other people, and because I'm healed and I've been through my journey, it's like I hate to say it like this, but it's like nothing that I have to hide. So I'm able to have conversations with people and be transparent.
Your mother and father? 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 Check out. I'm a tattoo, right?
They've been together my whole life.
Hey, Queen, real fast. Number 2, Queen.
Yeah, right there. People like that.
Those are boys. I have a tattoo. You can't see it, right? Right here it says, all you bullies, cyber bullies, keyboard trolls, your mother should have swallowed you. The universe would be without you. I'm going to add to on this set and say, but you're here for a reason because you're a fuck up. If you don't ever start your healing journey, just to let you know, you'll always be a fuck up, respectfully. That'll be tatted on me. What? I love to bully bullies because no bully ain't shit. I teach my 8 kids. Anybody that bullies anybody is not a good person. Your belief is not the issue. You're the issue. So what's good? Did that hurt your feelings? Feelings aren't the feelings at all. So once again, to keep bullying, I'll blow you out every which way to the point it triggers you. You want to catch cases. That's why I tell people, if you're a square, loving person, I can make your life pathetically easy. You know, therapists can't even teach you this shit. Not even the universe for the most part, right? So only fuck with squares. End of story. Oh, thank you for the gifts. Only fuck with squares. Loving people, empathetic people on the overall. If you want to self-sabotage your life, get involved with circles of zombies, especially zombies. You'll get cooked. They'll take all your energy every which way. If you have them by your side, they'll destroy the fuck out of you. And you will question everything you believe you as a being. And you think that maybe one day, do you pray and manifest that one day magically, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual answer will magically wake up your partner and they will love you like you love them. Okay, to call you out, especially queens, that one day, when will it be? Today, tomorrow, 20 years from now. Here's the best part, queen. I tell you, all queens, it's not even my spiritual gift, but I can tell you future. What? I can tell you future. How so? If I see you you and your toxic couple, especially with the boy, right? And I see his family, right? It's a queen. Both of you becoming your toxic family. What is the age gap between your parents, aunties, and grandparents? And they go to church every Sunday. They believe not the issue. It's them as a couple behind closed doors. How are your grandparents together? Your grandpa's 70 years old, still being a fuckboy, emotionally, physically abusive. So, queen, you're doing what your grandma's doing. So, they've been together 50 years. 50 years from now, if you're both still alive together, you're going through all this shit potentially worse than your grandma did. And they go to church every Sunday. Remember this. Church is not the issue. Bible, it's them as a couple. That's the issue behind closed doors. That's my tattoo. You can't see it. It says slave masters. It says slaves. And this side says, think about it. No, it says slave masters, fuck your feelings. This says slaves. People see, I'd be like, I'd ask him, what do you think about that? What's the first thought? Is it man-made slavery? Quote unquote legally died? No, it never died. What do you mean? Miss, scenario, not factual. If I'm your toxic partner, I'm emotionally, spiritually abusive, physically abusive, I'm a fuck boy, and we go to church every Sunday, I'm your slave master. I say, fuck your feelings, and you're my slave. Tell me I'm wrong. And they're like, oh shit, yeah. So why do you allow me to be by your side? The door is right there. You leave whenever you want to. You know that, right? You don't have to come back home to me. I'm not your kid. So it never died.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you bring? What do you have to offer me besides what you just said? Like,
right.
What do you bring to the table that will make me put up with what you're saying now?
Right, and I'm gonna a bunch of tattoos because as it be, and I go to like people's podcasts, live sessions, Spotify, all that. Right, I'm always trying to learn from others people's stories. Only with mental health, respectfully to get my attention. Anything with the mental health and your healing journey. If you're elaborating, telling your story, hey, I want to see how mentally you're evolved as a being, and if you, especially queens on your side, if you know what love is, if you figure out the answer to life. Because a lot of people do ayahuasca, therapy, counseling. God, you believe, I tell you, that's nothing. You believe not the issue. It's you. If you keep dating wrong people narcissistic, toxic people, how? You don't comprehend your my tattoo, your ex-exes? What do you mean? Do you know all your ex-exes, what the red flags are? The boundaries that you passed, they passed, what you allowed by your side, what you accepted, which is tolerated, aka compromised. If you don't know what that is, why do you keep dating wrong people? Because you might see a little red flag, but at the beginning of the potential relationship, I don't want me to hurt their feelings. So you're scared to trigger their feelings? Right. Yeah. I go, there's the problems. Remember this, no matter what we're hearing the truth, it doesn't hurt people's feelings. But remember, their feelings are not yours. Do you want to talk about them? If not, it's not going to work out. But if you want to go fall on your face and try it, then go fall on your face. Go fall on your face. Let me know how it feels. I know how it feels, but it's the kicker. That's what type of people. Like, if you guys want love, you got to have these real conversations. If not, it's not going to work out. That's why I carve it out. In this lifetime, how many bodies are you going through to feel what love is?
Love is two halves of one person becoming whole, but for it to work, you have to be two whole people coming together already.
Right, the yin and yang.
It's hard to be two halves because that means you're missing something and you're looking for them to
fixing their side. Yeah. That's a downfall once again.
Yeah, so you really got to be two whole people. And so I was fortunate, like my husband's from El Salvador, and so we're two different cultures. But that being that,
also,
we still had the understanding of family and importance of, mother, father, and
parenting.
Ultimately, he grew up without parents. I grew up with parents. But him dating me and getting to see my family dynamic.
Yeah.
But he grew up without parents, but a lot of siblings.
Okay.
And so he understands family and love. And then so we have 2 boys, 2 girls, and
Awesome.
It's crazy to watch him grow up without parents, but be an amazing father because he knew what he missed. Like, he watched his older siblings, but I think he gives our sons and our daughters like what he was missing as a child.
Exactly. So it sounds like my type is, he's a square. So on this, that's love to the fullest. Even if they didn't have parents type of situation, that experience. So now you're just paying it forward. And that's the intent best as possible. Is to teach the little kids these conversations. I tell all my 8 kids, sit out. I'm your father, no partner. There's your mom's. She got a hubby type of situation, right? I go, respectfully, I'm only, I do co-parenting, yes. I see you on the weekends, but only basically 1 day a week. If I can't afford it, 2 days a week, right? Here's the kicker. So, you guys tell me that your mom and dad still bump heads. So remember this. When your mom and I were together, bumping heads, right? No relationship probably have flaws, but all that yelling bullshit, that's called a trauma. So I'm going to teach you not to become none of us at all. Respectfully, and I'll say in front of my ex and hubby, they can't, nothing against them at all, right? But they're in those conversations. Why do you think I tattoo my body for a reason? All of you, I'm one guy for one, you shouldn't become me at all. If you do, OJ can guide you. But remember this, I'm not God of the universe. I cannot take your pain from you at all. What? I can just tell you so to elaborate, but I promise you when you hear this conversation in your head, you'll be like, how you in my head? Because I was you. And once again, when it comes to young people, like, kids are younger than you guys, analogy metaphor, that's your inner child. That's a younger version of yourself. They don't know this conversation. That's why you ask them a question. You know what this means? They just look at you. They don't know them. They elaborate. Only you and one being can do comprehension. Nobody cannot do comprehension for nobody at all. No, zero. Nobody can.
So we raise our kids a little bit different. Like, we're raising them like transparency. So basically, our kids don't have a filter. As long as it's respectful.
Yeah, I love respect.
They think it, they feel it, or they want to know it, they can ask it. But also, we're very honest. We don't do lies. So basically, his thing that he's going to teach our sons is that, like, when we first got, and I first had our first son, he wasn't ready to be a dad because he didn't grow up with parents, so he didn't know how to do it. So he ran away.
Okay.
2 years, but he didn't stay gone. And a lot of men can't say that. Like, run away from your first kid because you're not ready to be a dad. They stay gone. So him coming back into his son's life, like, randomly, after 2 years, and literally, like, you could tell that he wanted to give it a try.
Right.
And it was rocky, but he started to get it slowly but surely.
Yeah.
And so it's like watching a father become a father. And so
good.
Our son always had questions, obviously, like, basically, like, why doesn't he have his last name and like that? Well, now he does, but in the beginning,
right.
And then he gets to tell him because I wasn't ready to be your dad. Like, and he gets to be honest with him and explain the journey from not being ready to be a father and running away as a coward, he says, and then becoming a man in those 2 years and coming back and taking care of his son.
Yeah.
Ultimately having more kids. And so it's like everything that you learn, you get to pass down to your kids, good or
best
bad.
As possible. Yeah. That's beautiful. That's the intent, best as possible. That's why, like, terminology, right? So it's easy to become a mother and father. Making babies is pathetically easy. There's no training for that type of situation. So you are a mother, father, a title. You are parents, a title, but are you parenting? If the relationship falls apart, co-parenting. If they're too toxic, because yes, when the family falls apart, it's gonna hurt really fucking bad, and that's when the war and grudge starts happening. Because I don't want men around my kids. I don't want that corny bullshit. So then you go to courts. That's what it's called, parallel parenting. If it gets to a point it triggers them, my tattoo, you can't see it. It says vertically right here, Debbie mother, Debbie father. But me as a being, I believe the whole universe. Because me Spanish said it on my tattoos. I'm happy with the whole universe excuse with all type of tattoo, all these platforms, so much resources, right? So it says SOS stuck on stupid. 1 + 1 = 3 wrong answer. So all you Debbie father, you cannot say God no love. I'll just call you the fuck out what? Nope. You can give up on your ex. That's an adult. That little one, that's your inner child. That little seed doesn't know shit in life. So once again, that's why you can do parenting. Your ex, let them be bitter, hateful. That's not your kid. That little one doesn't know shit. That little one loves both of you. A conditional love to the fullest, comma, for now. Because you keep mistreating that little one, when the little one can get up and leave, guess what? Like what I did with my pops. I dipped out. When I hit 20 and moved to Seattle, I never looked back. I was gone for almost 12 years. I'll go back and visit. But once again, respect when no one taught me these conversations. Like when you have siblings and shit, like I was just being selfish, for sure, selfish wise. But I was like, yo, our dad, like, yo, that's not my problem. I love you guys, but I just gotta go back to Seattle. I'm here to say what's up to you guys. You know how our pops is, but I gotta go. Remember, on a journey, no healing journey. And I was never really considered my siblings. Like, I just let them know what happened to them. You know, and that's the shit. That's it for everybody out there. So that's why I'm saying, like, yo, you can mistreat your kids for now, but the day they can get money and power, they can leave. Anybody can leave. And that's when it triggers everybody. And then once again, a kid leaves, it's going to cause more pressure on everybody else, especially, you know, once again, more on the male side, since they're more narcissistic ways, not having these conversations. That's, once again, like I have my nephew wives. And, you know, we talk, we have good conversations. I go, chill out. Yeah, he'd be like, I wish my dad spoke the way you spoke. I go, my brother, he can when he starts his healing journey, but here's the kicker. You know grandpa now, right? This older version of him. The way your pops mistreat you, yo, that's my pops right there. Exactly, but worse. But here's the kicker, like, just don't not become him. What? Don't become your father, my pops. I mean, my brother have a situation. So you just do work on yourself. We can have these conversations, and don't stress about it too much. If not, you're going to have a lot of problems in your life because of him, you know? And that's the shit. So that's why I tell people, like, you got to just reach out for help and guidance. You have a better outcome. I promise you will. Especially, but once again, to carve it out, you know, if your relationship is toxic, do you believe, don't lie to yourself, don't think it's not known. Do you believe getting married and having kids to make it better? Kids are a blessing, also a lesson respectfully wise. And yes, nobody has to be here. So you can do that corny ass debate, especially on social media, young cats, you know, that bitch, cool, victim mindset. A, bitch about it, play victim, make $1 billion on TikTok, playing the role of victim. Or option 2, start your healing journey, reach out for help. Yo, why my parents are the way they are? Are they narcissists? Everyone has narcissist traits. So if you're an adult, you have to talk to them. If you're in the household, avoid best as possible. Stay in the room, do what you got to do until you can financially move.
Like my husband's outlook on us getting married. Like we had obviously a rocky start, and it still was rocky after we got married. But then he started to say something, and I didn't even think about it like this. But he started to say, we always have to see eye to eye, because one day our children will be grown and gone, and we have to live with each other without the children. So right now, people say our children are the reason to be together, but we're married, so one day they'll be gone, and we have to be able to
get along with each other.
So we have to figure out if we love each other enough to be together without our kids.
Right, and that's for a lot of people, that's when we can get involved. Once again, I have 8 kids, right? The mother boys, we were just having kids. I tell my kids, I'm just being careless type of situation. You know, now that I work with myself. But once again, I tell everybody out there, all parents and even people that are just in single in general wise, like, give yourself grace. If you did not know any of this conversation of healing your mental health, you did not know. You can beat yourself up. Why? The past has been written. So learn from it, comprehend this. And if you can, like I was taught, what am I here live for? To pay it forward, tell stories. I'm not a victim. I'm not a warrior. I'm a survivor. That's the words of myself. I'm blessed now. I'm woke, face tattoo. I just tell stories. All I talk about is mental health and toxic relationships. I don't give a shit. Man-made, keep it simple. Other physical beings and the AI ask anything man-made for advice to life and your mental health. Anything. Ask your job. I tell people how my buddies are rich. Check out. When you and your partner are bitch about each other, grab your cell phone, myself a tattoo, open your fucking bank account, and just smile. Enjoy that number, right? And don't ever stop looking at this shit. As soon as you stop looking at your bank account, you gotta deal with her, with him, there's the fucking problem. See? So what? You give $1 billion, that's cool. But you bitch about them. Why? The door's right there. That's the answer. All these doors you go through, you bitch about one door. Every morning, every night. And you're not the only one. Zillions out there, dude. So what are you gonna do about that? You know? And that's for everybody out there, every which way. Like, a zillion people in the whole universe, why it's just about one? It's gonna fall apart. It's gonna fall apart. The breakup that was about to happen. This is called rejection. Can you handle rejection? If not, you have a lot of healing to do. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. We got to forewarn. So you don't become us and many of us. If you do, now what will you do with your feelings? And after this breakup, divorce, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Fall back, face tattoos, be alone, reach out for help, have real support teams, or do about to happen the whole face. Jump into another relationship, by the way. Cool. Then you're a walking red flag. You are scared to be alone. You're scared to be feelings.
Ups and downs you guys go through, the more stronger you are. Like he went from me seeing him as a deadbeat piece of crap, literally, couldn't stand him, to he single-handedly brought me through a PCP addiction of 3 years.
Okay, how are you doing better, Queen?
Yes, I definitely am. And so for the man who basically hid from his responsibilities to become such a person to where I couldn't, like, my family didn't know how to get me through it, to care enough about me as his kid's mom to help me every step of the way. Like, it's not a lot of guys who would help a female come through an addiction. Like,
right.
Well, especially, I want to say, like, different cultures and races. Like,
right.
My family think, like, you know what I mean? He would have just left me for a Spanish woman that don't suffer with addiction. And so,
there's
like,
a lot out there, alcoholics, actually, respectfully.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so there's the Spanish culture, I'm part of the culture. Drugs is made more alcohol and cocaine, basically, by booger sugar and shit. So there's a lot of, nowadays, especially because the breakup they fall to alcohol. So once again, that's why, you know, I'm happy that he helped you and got informed you the best as possible, and that's the intent as a couple. And
I am too, because only, like, you know how different cultures are different. So
right,
he comes from one of those El Salvador families that are like the upper, like they are. I don't. Basically, one day his sister-in-law, when we first got together, told my sister, "Oh, it's no way he's dating her. He doesn't like black people." That kind of family, like they are
racial,
well off, so they think they're better than everyone.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
they don't like black, right? So
racial tension.
The whole idea was that it's no way he would have stuck with you through that. He definitely should have left you for a Spanish woman.
Culture-based, quote unquote. Yeah, but the intent when it comes to, okay, this is a good conversation, right? So if you want to take your own race, that is your choice, feel right. But here's the kicker, like, when family gets involved, remember, family's a lot of toxic and bullshit. Remember, that a lot of people keep it simple. A lot of families are toxic relationships to fullest behind closed doors. They have mammy riches, cool, mansions, Bugatti, etc. Wise, but remember, as a couple, toxic as fuck. And if they're not happy, you can't be happy. This is to pay it forward. Like, in my situation, a lot of us self-sabotage our lives not knowing, and our relationships not knowing, because we put our family, yes, that's your family, they raised you, all that good shit, change your corny ways, right? But here's the kicker. If you are loving yourself on the overall, and your relationship and your partner's doing good on the overall, but as a couple, you are loving the overall, then you are blessed. Your toxic family that are a couple, been a couple, are toxic as fuck. They don't want to see you happy. So they will gas and manipulate to the fullest, right? And they be like, shit out, babe. You know, I know you love your partner, right? But, you know, whatever bullshit this is going to give you, you know, their yellow, purple, whatever, their job, we just don't like your partner. So who you choosing? Us, you know, us, your family, or your partner, you know? So don't, if you or your partner are blessed, do not sabotage relations. Go ahead.
He went through a phase to where, like, it seemed like he was embarrassed for his family members, especially his brothers, to know that we were dating.
Do you know why?
About 165. When we were together, I was almost 400. I mean, like, when we got together, I was almost 400 pounds.
Okay.
And so he was embarrassed. I could tell for them to know. As the years went by, I could see him transferring from blood family is what he cares about to him standing side by side with me against his brothers attempting to disrespect me.
Do you know why I'm asking?
And I honestly couldn't even care.
Okay, so check out. And this madman world, right? It's tough to say, but once again, born this shit, I did not create none of this racial bullshit tension wars, right? So it's tough to say, especially in America, probably other countries too. We'll keep it simple. I'm from America, so it's a race war. Guess who's in the very top, and guess who's in the very bottom, and guess who's in the middle. If you don't know the answer, because you maybe respect, you know, the word ignorant, you don't know this conversation. Right. So, but who's in the very bottom? Respectfully, Queen. The darker you are skin-wise, you're in the very bottom. Don't matter. And it's tough to say, right? So in the Spanish culture, and probably many other cultures, you could date every other race but black. You could be African, cool, but not African American. It's a culture base. So you're disrespecting the race. So here's the kicker. My situation is Hispanic, right? Miami conversation. So me as a being, I'll date every culture out there, minus the Spanish speakers, Hispanic, Latino Spaniards. Only if she's a Spanish woman. That's the terminology. Boys and girls, this is Japanese, just on a journey. None of this mental health shit, right? Women and men, we're trying to do the healing journey, mental health, right? So, if by me saying that, and right scenario, if I was dating Ebony Queen wise, yeah, my family's gonna dislike it. All my people dislike it. People in the streets in general be like, yo, like, you could have been a white girl, Asian, yellow, purple. Why'd you get a black girl? So that's a racial tension. So respectfully.
Because I'm fluent in Spanish. That's why I only got a pass, because I'm fluent in Spanish.
Oh yeah, because the language, here's the kicker. they can be cool with you because you speak Spanish now, right? You adapted, but as a kicker, they still know you're a black girl, right? So low-key behind closed doors, trust. And here's the best part. A lot the black and white tension, racial tension, Spanish people are way worse than black and white because they kicker. Black and white people speak what? Only one tongue, English. So they're talking shit to you guys in Spanish and smiling your face laughing. You guys know what they say. They're saying, I'm watching and hearing them like, bruh. And we Spanish people, quote unquote, go to church every Sunday, love God, Jesus, the Virgin Mary, quote unquote, Catholic Christians, but low key hella racist. But I call you the fuck out. How can you say you love God, the universe, but you're racist? Make that make sense. You can verbalize you are, but I know you're not because God does not bully. No one bullies at all. We bully with the truth every which way. If you don't have the truth, yo, keep scrolling, keep talking. That's why I don't vibe with the Spanish culture. Respect, but I don't. I tell them all the time, culture can't speak to me. Mexico can't speak to me. Spain, you can speak to me. I'm sorry?
You guys talk trash.
Yeah.
So I think you guys don't. So a lot of times they don't understand. Their mind haven't expanded to the fact that I understand every word they're saying.
Right.
And so the embarrassment when they realize that I've understood every
that conversation. Right. But it's a language, once again. A language is cool. It's a language, but the kicker, it's the being. To keep it simple for everybody out there, it's that one being you're speaking to, that's the issue right there. Like they have a billion mammy riches, God and Buddha. They can know the Bible and scripture. Cool. The Bible's not bullying me. You're bullying me. You're using me. Why are you mistreating me? And for you guys, when you comprehend that, now what are you choosing? What are you doing? Well, you are not changing. You're choosing. So you can bitch about your partners, bitch about your family, but you still chill with them. Then you are the problem. You are scared to let go. You're scared to move on. Maybe potentially once again locally, you have to cut everybody off. Now my face tattoos, y'all alone. Shit, I have nobody. Maybe physical beings you don't. I don't have physical beings to talk to. In Seattle, people come and go because obviously I don't know them like that. But technology, we follow each other on social media. We have conversations with DMs or audio, video chat type of situation. And I don't know them. How can I speak to nobody's more than my own personal family? Because my personal family, a lot of them are just still on the journey. Like, you're crazy, you lost it, because you're tattooed, you go to hell. I'm like, tell my family all the time, okay, scenario. Let's say it's factual. I do go to hell because my tattoos. I'll take you over the whole universe because all my tattoos are black and white, straight to the point. Very triggering. And when it triggers you, I did my job. That's my gift. Now, what we do with your feelings and your triggers, and we go our separate ways. I'm blessed. All these tattoos, my scars healed. 95% of these tattoos are you cuts and wounds, and there is no healing because you're scared to become vulnerable. But then you claim you want love. I'll call you the fuck out. You aren't ready for love at all. But go get love. And to forewarn you, scenario, let's say you meet a person like I do. I'm 4 years single now, right? I can have a girlfriend every day above ground, but respectfully, I tell Queen, chill out, like, I don't hold back. I want to talk about everything. If we can't talk to each other about everything, what are we doing here? Because as a couple, what am I doing here? I work to myself. If I was you, just to pay for it and recommend it, if you're broken, they people like you that are broken. If you build walls, they people like you to build walls. I don't build walls. I'll talk about everything. And you're my partner, quote unquote. So respectfully, you're not ready for love.
And so he valued the fact that because I'm grown up with both parents, I didn't have, even though I was big, I didn't have self-confidence issues or anything. Like, I earned my own money as meat manager. And so literally his love was all I needed. So when we came to a point where I felt like, if you feel this way about being with me for your family, we shouldn't be together, even if you have a son.
Facts. Co-parenting.
See that I was not afraid to separate from him. Well, I think he had to realize for the first 2.5 years of his life, we weren't here.
Right.
So it would be nothing for us to go back to that, especially when I don't lean on you financially. Most of the time, people stay in relationships, it's because financial need. So I don't require your financial assistance. I literally only require your love.
Right.
And so he saw that I'm like, if you feel better not being with me, because I'm not going to be a secret. Our son's not going to be a secret. So
yeah, fuck all that.
Then you should. Right.
Yeah.
What's right for you.
Well, right. Remember this. His situation, he had no parents, right? So give him a little grace, and then obviously what you did. And on top of that, siblings. That's why I tell people, like, yo, like, who are you dating? Your family? Yes, I know that's family. They raised you like really jazz. But if you are good in the overall and your partner's good, then y'all blessed. Remember this. A lot of a toxic family, as a couple behind closed doors, we know they're toxic as fuck. They don't want to see you happy. They'll see you happy when you break up with them, and they'll fucking reward you man bullshit by Gucci Prada, Dubai, Hawaii, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, because once again, they don't want to see you evolve and be happy and learn what love is. They want you to be miserable like them. That's why all the terminology, healing journey, mental health, is only one phrase. It's called what? The generational cycle. All of us are stuck in that bullshit. Only you as one being can break it and get your life back when you start this healing journey. And when you can, pay it forward. What am I here for? What am I tattoos for? Straight to the fuck. In Seattle, the customers, they be like, cause all my coworkers, they have their sleeve the fuck up, pretty tattoos, images, all that. But there's nothing wrong with the tattoos, right? Not raising the competition, but all my like the customers, like, yo, they're just words, right? Just words, triggering words, positive words, healing notes. And the cool thing is, like they'll be like, tell me all the time, don't mind me. I'm trying to talk to you, but you have all these things going on. I'm just trying to read you. Oh yeah, do your thing. And they're like, they be grabbing my arm. And the queen is, I'm sorry, should I ask you that? No, I'm used to this. Go for it. If you want, you can take pictures. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, self-tattoo technology. Take pictures and just study them. If we see each other again, we have a conversation if you want to. But just to warn you, a lot of my tattoos are straight to the point, very, very triggering. But that's my job, my gift, because now it triggers your feelings, not mine. These are my scars healed. People say that corny ass line, my heart has a scar. Do you comprehend what a scar is? It's called healed. I got a fresh tattoo on my back. It's healing, right? So I use the cream to heal it. Once it's healed, it won't itch, it won't bother nothing. Now it becomes a scar. So if you can't talk about your exes, your past pain, your toxic love, trauma, child trauma, it's okay to get emotional, but you always get emotional, or it triggers you, or you realize boundaries. I don't want to talk about my father, my ex. Cool. That lets me know you haven't let it go. So your heart has a scar? No, it doesn't. Your heart has cuts and wounds. It's called terminology. You're not trying to heal them. So they will always stay cuts and wounds. That's why you say boundaries. Don't talk about ex, my father, mother's, yes. And here's the kicker. So you can't talk about that. I know it's personal, right? It's going to become vulnerable. So how can you say you want love, relationships? You are the problem. When it falls apart, because you are the problem to forewarn you. You have to comprehend it. You can trigger me, cuss me out. I don't give a shit. Cuss me out. These words have no feelings at all. Zero. No word in the universe will ever just about no being at all. Say it again?
Those boundaries do a lot, though. Those boundaries do a lot because, mind you, with the threat of his only child being taken away, he started to see, like,
reality check.
I side with my family, I will lose my son, right? I will lose they will have their family, and I will be alone, losing my girlfriend and my son.
Correct.
Because I sided with them over some, it appeared my size was a issue, but not really an issue, but basically me being black.
Right,
so
skin color, race.
Right, he decided to invest in the family he was creating.
Right.
The longer we were together in our family unit, the stronger it became.
Yeah.
Like I said, to where he had to talk with his whole family. Like, if you can't accept her and my son, I have nothing to say to any of y'all.
Correct.
And literally, I could tell when he had that conversation with them because I would come out of our apartment, and this is weird because we lived in the same building as them.
Okay.
And they would speak out of nowhere. After years of me and him dating, they would speak to me and my son. They started to accept us.
Reality check. Yeah.
It's not right. So I knew, like, for the most part, it wasn't genuine. With my son, it was more genuine because he's Mulatto.
Right.
But they were just showing respect because my husband is,
part of the family
kind of guy. Like, he is kind, but he's very, growing up without parents, he's rough around the edges. So when he said something, they understood what he meant.
Right.
And so you can see them changing to now, 5 years later, I'm talking on the phone with his sisters, like they're my sisters. Like, you know what I mean? I see his brothers, and they acknowledge, you know what I mean? Like, more than acknowledge. It's like I became part of the family. When you put his foot down, like, this is my family.
Because they put the pride and ego away, that's why. Yeah, they put the pride and ego away, they become vulnerable, and now, quote unquote, accept it. But yeah, no, anyone can choose whenever they want to. That is their choice if you will. But once again, you can verbalize it, but just don't force it upon them. Threats, fear, it's fear in a positive manner. Like, I'm a believer. Like, my situation, like, the mother of boys, and she been calling me out multiple times. That's why I pay it forward. A lot of us men, for the most part, we're not talking this conversation, mental health, none of this shit, right? So, like, I'll put my family first, because I come first, right? Because they raised me all the good shit. They're my friends. They're my customers. Then I put my girl, my mother of boys, and my kids last. I was always exhausted. She'd be like, yo, you put every mother but us Why? So not knowing, because no one taught me this shit, I give myself grace, right? Thank you, Queen, for the gifts. I sabotage my life and relationships. I lost my family because of myself. I put everybody literally before them. And we had to do things together. I was too exhausted. I'd be, yo, chill out, babe, we'll go shopping, but I'm too tired. I just want to sleep. So I just go in the car and you go shopping. And she said, well, then what's the point? I go, that's my point being. I'm too exhausted. I just want to just chill at the crib and that's it. But once again, I did everything backwards. None of my family called me the fuck out. None of my friends called me, yo, chill out, King. If you keep doing what you're doing, you lose your family. What? Like, yeah, I know that's your blood family, that's your customers, but yo, your family comes first, man. If not, she didn't give you 1,000 chances, not 1,001. And when she leaves you, it's gonna hurt really fucking bad. What? No one told me that shit. Leave it in God's hands. Yo, God's not suffering. You two are suffering. You know? I have to tell people, your belief's not the issue. You two as people, as being as couples, that's the issue. And the question is, where's it coming from? You know? And that's why I done the hard way. That's why I have a tattoo since 39. I'm going to get tatted next month and say at 7 and 12. So my one-on-ones, let's say in touch relationship, let's tell queens, typically the queens I speak to. And then let's say ask, yo, like, how long you been with them for? About a year. You ready to do 7? Why 7? Because the mother of boys, we do co-parenting. 7 years too long till she walked away. And let's say it hit 7 years. And you ready to do 12? Why 12? My first baby moms till I walked away. What? I say 12 years too long, not knowing. 3 daughters deep, but no. Once again, both of us, just a journey, no healing journey. Everybody around us, some little positive talk in Seattle, but no one's elaborating. No one's saying this shit directly. What? Like, yo, the door's right there. What? There's the answer. From God, the universe is literally right there. That's the door. That's the answer. But when you are ready to leave and not ever look back, what? Because you can leave, but you'll go back or give them chances. That's what's the Dixie universe is emotional, mental, spiritual trauma bonds. You believe you need them, that you're giving up on them. To remind everybody out there, especially the queens, we're adults, quote unquote, right? That's not your fucking kid. Whatever happens to him when you close it, yo, go to that door. Don't ever look back when you're ready to do this, right? Stop being his mother, his father, his babysitter, his probation officer. Let him fuck up. That is not your kid. If you got kids together, that kid right there does not come in this conversation. They have a fighting chance. That's an adult kid. No healing journey. That's not your problem.
That is what helps too. Like,
yeah.
Because he's spoiled. He's the youngest. They literally are scared to stand up to him because he's big, but he's the youngest. So him being not a man was part of them babying him. And so they got to see, when they getting to know me, they get to see that I'm not like that. I have to hold him accountable as a father and a man. And that's something they can't do. And so they see that I'm not afraid to do it. Now, why I care for him, obviously cook, clean. If he's down, I'm a crutch. If he's not working, obviously with the economy being like it is, they see that I'm holding him down as his woman should, but at the same time, I'm holding him accountable at every turn for being the man that he's supposed to be. Right, and I think that that's something different that they never, like,
but culture-based,
yeah.
Well, it's just culture-based.
I don't even think they do that.
Culture, So culture-based, the Spanish culture for sure, Hispanic and Spaniards, and probably many other third country cultures, the man provides and the woman just stays home. But the situation is like, it's not really healthy dynamic, especially in these times. I want everyone to do jobs to make Senator have a girlfriend and she just chill at the crib. Nah, like, yo, babe, the potential to be you work and I work. It's my money, your money, our money type of situation. We'll talk about it to the fullest, but I'm not gonna stress no over a fucking man-made dollar. Respectfully, no. On top of that, if you can't talk to me, first of all, us about everything and myself about it, it's not gonna work out. Cause you see this self tattoo, whatever amount providing emotionally and spiritually, you'll go on the cell phone and you catch feelings and emotionally cheat. I promise you will. Everybody does the same. Everybody's fucking robotic. Because if I'm doing it, somebody else will be doing it for you, right? But there's a kicker. So why do that and put in a situation if you're not ready for love? If you're not ready to have this conversation, that's my situation potential to be. I have this conversation. I don't do corny-ass dates. No, it's only one date and that's it. If we can't talk about anything, Queen, respect for you, I'm too much for you. On top of that, go to my YouTube, Spotify, Coach You, the podcast. I feel it to the fullest. I keep it 1,000. I don't want to sell nobody a dream. The mother of boys, you can't see her name's right here. She's the last queen. The last time I ever destroyed my words. But the truth will always hurt. I keep it 1,000. I keep it 100. I'll sell you a dream. Don't worry, God got you. The universe does. What? He really does? Sure. Emotionally, spiritually. You're the physical being going through it. The door's right there, but I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to sell you a dream. I keep it 1,000. No, the door's right there. That's the answer. That's the miracle, the sign for everybody out there. You can leave whenever you want to and don't ever come back. But, once again, that's what I tell the potential to be. Can we have this conversation? So that's why, once again, and culture-based, That's not normal to see if, let's say I have a girlfriend, she's taking care of me. Nope, that's not normal at all. And in our culture, I'll get shitted on type of situation. They'll be like, my tattoo, you can't see it, Monday, Monday alone. Spanish on the one. They're, asking your boyfriend or your husband, hey, yo, what does Monday, Monday alone speak in English?
Me taking care of him?
Yeah. So that's why they would call him a Monday, Monday alone, which is a beta simp. Like, yo, you're not a man. She's taking care of you. She's paying the, what the fuck? And they'll give him shit. In Spanish, they'll give him, it's cacarillo. They'll give him shit like, bro, like, you ain't no man. And then if he doesn't know what boundaries, how to pick up himself, he like question his self-worth, and that's why he can come home triggered like, bruh, I'm getting shit on everywhere with my family because you're providing, quote unquote. I'm not, because word's not coming in type of situation. They coming loose, and there's a problem between the family, and that's what type of people like. If you want to date out your race, cool. Try to learn the language, but it's a kicker. Keep it simple. I don't give, even if you don't speak their language, yo. Anyone that bullies anybody is not a good person. I don't give a shit what the belief. The belief's not bullying you. They are.
I think there was that they knew that I was supporting because they knew he wasn't working, but the fact that like because we live, by ourselves or whatever.
Yeah.
Even though they knew, they shouldn't have known, and so I think what it was that I wasn't looking down on him. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Like they knew because they knew he wasn't working and the bills were still getting paid, but I wasn't looking down on him. Basically, I was doing it so I thought in secret so that he can preserve his manhood, and I wasn't judging him.
Right.
Because, like I said, we are in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think the fact that they seen that I wasn't judging him, and I was even trying to hide the fact that I was taking care of him. I think they
because of family. Yeah.
Like, she should have been dogging your you home playing PlayStation, watching your son all day. There's no way she should have been all right with that. But I was, and
yeah, that's between you two.
Like I said,
Alon.
Yeah.
That's why it's you're dating a partner. That's your relationship, right? The intent is talking about everything. I tell you, baby, I know you're down. They ain't work for the time being. You can chill with little man for the time being, but in due time, or just keep applying to the fullest until one day. Cool. So for the time being, I will provide and I will take care of it. That's what it's called, teamwork. TEAM. If y'all a couple and bump heads, yeah, it's TIAM. That's when you're more in competition with each other. Like, you're dating each other, not your family, But once again, a lot of people don't have this conversation. Because, yes, family's for sure. I guess, as long as your family's healthy and not toxic. But remember this, if your family's together and they're a couple behind closed doors together toxic, that's the reason why they're giving you shit. Because it's called deflection and projection, and they'll gas and manipulate because they're not happy in their relationship. So that's how that was nitpicky type of situation. Trust me, the day you actually have love by yourself, first and foremost, before you love yourself and potential partner, then you blessed, and everyone's gonna hate on you, and people will pass boundaries. I tell people all the time, like my situation, there's a potential partner to be right. So, babe, we blessed, but here's the kicker: a lot of people are fucking destroyed and toxic every which way. They're traumatized, so they didn't see us as a power couple, right? Lovey-dovey and bullshit. So, as a single person or as a couple, they will pass boundaries. So, how do you do when someone flirts with you? Do you emotionally cheat, match energy? Do you man? What is it? What? Why? Why does that matter? Because if you flirt back, that's called emotional cheating. It's not gonna work out. So you can't control your lust. You know what? If you're bullshitting, you're bullshit. But no, if you're authentically emotional cheating, that's not gonna work out. So, but how do you? Because everyone's traumatized. They didn't see us lovey-dovey and shit.
Nah, I don't do that. I literally, he's the first man. Like, when I say like everybody has their type, like physically, that is.
Mm-hmm.
When they say love at first sight, when I met him out of nowhere and literally physically, God made him perfectly for me.
Okay, that's beautiful. God bless.
Now that we're developing our emotional connection or whatever, I want for nothing. And so there's nothing another man could do for me.
Right. So
that's the whole thing about cheating. When you're satisfied completely, there's no need to, what am I?
Pass boundaries, yeah. No, yeah. Correct. And that's why that's called love. Toxic love, that's when you question your self-worth. You're not satisfied. You're comparing because why? Okay, so what's wrong with your partner, right? That you're not satisfied with them. What do they do that you don't like about them? Which I say, like, people say, like, with your partners, you meet them, accept them who they are, you tolerate them, you compromise. I'm like, me personally, I don't like the word to compromise or accept because you can do it, for now. But trust, down the road, he was like, hey, the morning, how you doing, queen? Down the road, you drop the butt lines. And what's the butt lines? Scenario, let's have a partner, right? Everything lovey-dovey to the fullest. I will do a scenario, but let's say day 10 off the rip. 0 day 1, I tell her, hey, I don't deal with jealousy issues. And she said, I'm not jealous, you said all the good stuff. But low-key, 10 days after the fact, I'm observing the red flag. You know what? She is low-key jealous. But since it's a fresh relationship, a fresh girlfriend, I don't hurt her feelings, so I'm going to keep it to myself, right? Here's the kicker. I can do it for now. And say, man, they have movies and books about this shit, man. So anyways, so let's say, cool, everything's beautiful, but every time they give me comments, people in the streets, social media, hey, Rito, you go for the power couple, lovey-dovey shit, thank you, sir, thank you, miss, thank you, king, thank you, queen. But the only thing about Maria is she's jealous. And I say one day, I keep saying the same shit to everybody out there. So let's say 5 years after the fact, someone says, it calls me out, hey, so like, when did you know that, that she was jealous? Well, day 10. So how long you been with her? 5 years. So in 5 years, you haven't told her that that's something that bothers you about her? You should have told her a long time ago. What do you mean? Let's say on her side, she's blessed. You're the best person in her lifetime so far. But so for 5 years, you've been holding it back. So when you tell her, what? When you tell her, yes, I know you're her feelings, but here's the kicker, which I say analogy metaphor. I'm not even a poet, right? It's gonna say, it's better. It's not when I say this little line, this little, I guess, poetry talk, whatever. It's not physically, guys. It's emotionally and spiritually. It's better to die today than tomorrow. So what does that mean? A 10-day breakup is better than a 20-day breakup, and so on and so on. Because as long as you're an individual, it's going to hurt each other, especially the person that's more empathetic-wise. Yes, it's going to hurt them, traumatize them, but it's only 10 days. It's better than 20 days, better than a year. Oh, shit, she's prego. Yeah, but you knew, scenario, I knew 10 days in, everything was beautiful about Maria, but that's just the jealousy issues. That's the only thing that aches me and bothers me about her. And so I'm going to be compared to others, and like, damn, which I was doing with all my exes type of situation. Like, yo, like, I'm in Seattle. Like, the north side is more suburbs type of situations, more empathetic. Queens are more loving, transfer, all that good shit. But south side get a hood's rough. Like my girl, then the mother of daughters, it was a bad situation. I'm like, man, like I saved the V card, Virgin card for the right one, lost the wrong one. And I would love her ass, and I don't know how to get rid of this love for her. Like, what do I do? And I accepted this shit for 12 years, so I finally walked away. And there was a lot of bloodbath bullshit. That my oldest died, I talked to her like, you got to hate me every which way. I was you. I hated my father. I hated your mom. I hated myself till I was 39. Why am I speaking to you now? Right? Here's the kicker. You don't ever have to speak to me. Oh, what's up, Chunky? FYP, thank you. What you gonna call it? So, I'm here for you. But here's the kicker. I have 80 of you. If you want to cut me off and hurt my feelings, that's your truth for real. I got 7 more to talk to. I'm going to hold you and guide you every which way. So, I just don't want to become your father, your mother, and your stepmoms. We put you through a lot of bullshit. But here's the kicker. All of us, your little ones, right? We're all just in a journey, even you. So I'm trying to guide and forewarn you, but you don't have to talk to me at all. And that's why I tell all the parents out there and single parents to be, to give yourself grace.
Separation. Everything I just said about him, he's Hispanic, he's very attractive. Obviously, he's a cheater. I love that.
Machismo. Yeah.
He loves the ladies. The lady loves him. The ladies love him. He loves the ladies. And so it's hard being a single man coming to be a father, and and so I see that for what it is. Because obviously I'm a former cheater also.
Well,
so I see it for what it is.
Right. So that's why I like
at the same time.
Go for it. Go. You can go.
But at the same, not on him though. That's the thing. He's the first man that I never cheated on.
Okay.
And so that's how I knew something about him. Not even wanting to cheat on him, it was something about him. And then lo and behold, the universe karma. He's the biggest cheater that I've ever dated.
That's the intent. Right.
Right. And so
that's good. That's all good.
I knew what I had to do. I can't stop him from cheating.
Well,
I can't stop him from cheating.
Nobody can.
I never tried to.
Yeah, so you can try to, but why?
Right.
If you're doing that effort, respectfully, that's not love. The door's right there. But the downfall is we're just in a journey, no healing journey. You will fight for the relationship. You will accept bullshit. You will look for them, chase them, because you don't know what about a healing journey is. That's how my situation. But there's a part, right? So they want to, babe, just to let you know, you have to comprehend this. I don't need you in my life. I want you. Needing people is codependency. I want you in my life if you want to, right? For both of us, the door's right there. What? You can cheat. I can handle rejection. What? You can cheat, goes divorce, whatever you want to do. That is your choice for will. So when you walk away, you might probably think that, I don't care about you. Like, you didn't care about us. What do you mean? You just moved on. Like, what do you want me to do? Sit here and shed tears? No, I got a rejection. Nobody, my last potential a year and a half ago, she taught me this. I'm always trying to learn from others, right? Healing journey. She's like, forever grow with each other, married, let's die in bed. That's not factual. Anybody can walk away. And she asked me a question. I remember, she's not my girlfriend, a potential. She's like, let's say we're together 5 years and I cheat on you. Ghost you, can you handle that? I go, babe, first and foremost, you're not my girlfriend. Second of all, you already ghosted me twice. I question my self-worth. I become depressed. I didn't go my live sessions. Guess what, guys? My potential, not my girlfriend. She ghosted me twice. So I'm going to take a little break from social media. Anyone on social media, go check on them. That says that shit, they're about to go through really hard because that's called rejection. They do not know how to handle it. They question their self-worth. I don't need people at all. Don't people, I need my kids and that's it, right? And vice versa, but my kid eventually will graduate and leave the household. They don't have to talk to me. Nobody has to. I can handle rejection. 95% of the universes, they can't have this conversation. They can't handle rejection. That's why they fight for toxic relationships. That shit is a major red flag because it's called rejection. It's about to happen. Yes, it sucks.
I had to warm it up, let him know because I know that it's a slippery slope. And mind you, he's such a bravado kind of guy. When he started working, he paid all our bills. I wanted for nothing as far as bills, and I worked and wake up to money on the table. He like let's say hypothetically, if I was cheating, so he's not admitting, he's saying hypothetically, you want for nothing. I come home to you every single night. I pay all your bills. Our kids are taken care of, and we have amazing sex. If they did get anything, it would only be sex. They don't get money. They don't get love. And so that was his. But unfortunately for him, like my mom didn't raise no fool. She had a backbone. So I'm like, what does that mean? If I have to share you, right? I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm taking care of our kids. You're having amazing sex. Also, I provide when you can't provide. So why would I share you with females who only get the best part of you, I would say.
Right, lust. Yeah.
If they don't provide any of the services that I provide. You know what I mean?
Right.
Are they going to wash their clothes? Are they going to cook for our kids? Are they going to do any of that? I can pay my own bills.
Right.
So before I would share you, I would rather let them have you.
Yeah, squash it. Exactly.
I'll find someone else. Right.
That's the correct way to do it correctly. Yeah, facts.
Right.
Facts.
So I asked him to leave. If it's green on the other side, and obviously his pride let him do so.
Okay.
But you already know it's not green on the other side. She only wants sex with you. She don't want to take care of you. She don't. You know what I mean? That's what he was finding out there. Women that they like them, but
it's the beginning.
A bravado and an attitude about them. Right.
This is the beginning. Everyone does that to try. I'm like, cool. Go do that most definitely, but here's the kicker. Like, I tell people, so why do you think every relationship goes toxic, right? And you ask them, well, how was it in the beginning? We all say the same exact fucking answer. In the beginning, I'm going to turn my back rather than say, that's the first line in the Bible, in the beginning, right? So they say, in the beginning, ... love. So on the bottom, say, so when there was toxic love, when the red flags are happening, when they start passing boundaries, when the sparks are ending, what? Everything starts with love. Every first conversation, comment is all love and shit. But then when I start mistreating you, now it's going to toxic love. The sparks ending, wandering eyes. Cool. But yes, in the beginning, they thought, you got to know what love is 1,000%. If not, it's not going to work out. On top of that, is one being more on the male side. Control your lust. If you can't control your lust, you cannot do my tattoo. Jaden Will Smith, A and B, monogamy. Or you do Jaden August entanglements. I love him. Yeah.
He didn't know that we would fall in love. Like, he didn't.
Once he passes it on, exactly, chunky.
He just wanted to be a good father and just, I guess, opening his mind and his heart. She's black, but she's like a dope ass. She's like, I play PlayStation better than him, and he loves PlayStation. So we're like friends and lovers, and you know what I mean.
That's the intent of couples, right?
Wives, you could say playing PlayStation. You know what I mean? Like we're sitting on the bed, Call of Duty all night.
Yeah.
And so he found that, and so he I didn't plan on falling in love with you, and I thought that I was ready, but obviously temptation. Well,
that's the lust part. Yeah, well, that's culture based, and more on the male side. That's what taught me. Like I say all the time, it's more on the male side. A lot of men are not taught these conversations. A lot of more men are more narcissistic wise. They're too lustful. That's why as they be, and more on the male side, test your fucking lust. That is, man. It's so easy to test your shit. If you're out, if you go to the gym and you're out, go to the fucking beach, go to the Bikini Beach stand. You're just staring at all these women. You cannot do monogamy. Any girl that gives you comment and get wet, all that bullshit, you know. And let's say they give a comment, it's just platonic, but you think they actually like you. Like, no, it's just a compliment. So it was, you know, they're offering flesh.
I think
Yeah.
that he don't approach them; they approach him when he's with our son.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what opens the door. You know, they're like, that's your son, he's so cute. And now they're having a conversation.
Which is honest, if it's platonic, so it's okay. As long as it's platonic conversation, it's okay. But it can spark to more.
The boy is the key to
right.
Like,
yeah, because the father said it was, yeah.
So he didn't have to approach them type shit.
Right. So that's as long as your husband can verbalize boundary, tell thank you for the comment, said it was conversation, but I got my wife, we good. And some females don't stop. My first baby mom, before this healing journey, before this conversation, and I had no real support team, no one to elaborate it out. So, you know, no one for me. Especially in the ghetto hood type of situation, right? They'd be like, they hit me out, yo, I got my girlfriend, I got 2 daughters, I'm a fan, man. Yeah, she's not the best person, she mistreats me, but that's the person I love. Well, she ain't gotta know what she doing with her. I'm like, I just told you, like, I got my girl. Yeah, it's not healthy, but whatever. You know, I love her. And I'll tell them, shut up. There's my coworkers, they're single. There's all the guys around you. No, I don't give a fuck about them. I care about you. I'm like, but I just told you, I got my girl, a family man, you know, all that good shit, right? So, and they would try harder. Dead ass. And the more we reject them,
I'm sure that's what happened to him. And it's hard to, I'm pretty sure for him, it's like, man, I do have my girl, she's loyal to me or whatever, but being wanted by other females obviously is great. And he like, you know, she's not going to know and that kind of shit. And so I said, but it's funny because I could kind of tell why you start taking our son out more and more. I'm like, where are you going with him? We're getting to know each other.
Yeah. Well, see, that's a less part. So you can, because obviously women like to see a single father, whatever, or a father in general with a kid, and that's an attention getter. But once again, is it a platonic conversation or is it passing boundaries, emotional cheating conversation? And that's why.
Bringing more and more now. You know, the phone's ringing more and more. The phone's face down on the dresser where it didn't used to be like that. So all the signs started to pop up.
Right, with red flags. Yeah. You'll start to learn how to do better next time. 1,000 relationships are for you to learn. 1,000. So what are you doing? Very factual, chunky. We learn a lot about ourselves by continuing to interact with others. 1,000. Right. They're using you if you stay. 1,000. They're not respecting you. 1,000. Respect is important. Yeah, respect and trust and loyalty. 1,000. Hell yeah. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you, Chunky. So I was trying to catch up with everyone's comments. Like, remember this guy, it's a live podcast. You know, behind the screen you can't see what I see, but it's 5 platforms, 5 cell phones. So eventually this will be session, be saved, uploaded to my YouTube, my Spotify. So I can't tell you when, but it'll just say like a date, season, whatever it is. I will not put episodes. I'm far behind. I have like thousands of hours invested in this. But the cool thing is, I tell people like, I just go live for the to tell stories, especially queens. A lot more queens in the overall empathetic wise. I was more narcissistic wise. We're not taught none of this shit. So I tell queens all the time, you know, my one-on-ones would be like, oh, my man spoke like you, my baby father, my ex. I'm like, he can when he reaches out for help and has a real support team. If you want to, you can offer to him. I'll speak to him. But, you know, I keep it 1,000. I don't hold back. I'm not here to set people's excuses like, well, the female's right, but that's why you realize boundaries. And you have to cut them off, because they're offering less. Toxic love and lust, that's just dime a dozen, especially in the ghetto hoods. Now, show me love and lust. That's fucking rare. Every which way. Why the M4 you single? Respectfully. Like, my situation, the way I carry myself these conversations, they'd be like...
realize that the women don't care.
Well, it goes kind of both ways. It just varies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's because, like, sometimes you think, like, okay, they think that he's single. But then you realize, like, his patterns is the woman you pick up on. So the fact that he never answers in the evening and things like that... messages when I started going through it, I realized that a lot of these women realized that he was in a relationship because they live in our building.
Okay, well that's the environment.
I'm a black girl and they're Hispanic. They're like, I give a fuck about her. You're fine, and you know.
Right. So, that's culture based. For sure. Yeah, be careful with that. And that's the racial tension. Like, yeah, that's his girl. She's a black or whatever. But here's the kicker. That's our people's, and if we mess around, it's okay. It's normal. Which is kind of sick to say, but it's once again, I didn't create race culture, this, you know, the way we're raised as beings, but that's why, once again, I keep it simple. If you're a couple behind closed doors, how's the relationship on the overall? Because once again, if you're not doing it, they're not doing it. Simple tattoo, there's zillions of options. I got my say I have a wife, but I don't. But let's say I have a wife, we're bumping heads, the housewife, and she's not doing it correctly. We're bumping heads. I got the work wife, goes to work. It happens at work all the time. Then I got social media wives. I got wives everywhere, every which way. But here's the kicker: how can you say you want love, right, quote unquote, and you bitch about your partner, but you're about to emotionally cheat, potentially physically cheat? But you are the problem. You don't know what love is. Church is not cheating. Your belief's not cheating, you're cheating. Why? Why aren't you fully satisfied? And on top of that, can you love your own self first and foremost? If not, then cool. And people can love you, but to forewarn everybody out there, everyone can leave whenever they want to. Nobody has to stay. And you can give everything to them. Literally all. Money, power, and fame, lust, everything.
And that's the one thing.
And they walked away.
That these women don't love him. So the longer they're with him, once I put him out, the longer they're with him, he door after door after door. They can't stand. They can't put up with him. And so he literally physically is all that they wanted him for, because
pretty boys love pretty girls. Right, and that's just cosmetic. So I'm saying don't be attracted, but to be for sure be attracted, right? But look inside them. So I love you traditional corny ways, right? From Avatar, I see I see you. I see the inside you first and foremost. Then your avatar, the vessel. Then your environment, your universe. What? Because I date all of you, not just you as a being. No, what's your queen? What's your everyday life? What's your routine? Why? Why does that matter? Because I want to make sure we have time for both of us on both sides. I'm busy, you're busy. Well, we're going to see each other once in a while type of situation. So why even be a couple, respectfully? If this is, we can be on the same page and we're okay with that, cool. A and B, a two-sided relationship. We talked about everything else scenarios. If it's one-sided, one of us will be satisfied, they will not be satisfied. And if you're not doing it, self-a-tattoo, we got options. She want to go through cheating and breakup and emotional, all this bloodbath bullshit. It's not going to work out, respectfully, And that's the shit me as a being, the potential to be. I have all these conversations day one off the rip about everything. I don't do dates. No, respectfully.
I think that y'all thought that he think that I was going to be like, oh, they don't love you, this and that, and I was going to try to downplay the females, but I have no need to do that. You won't understand, because I'm so confident in what I provide for you as your woman and your kid's mother. I have no need to downplay them. If you are out there and you find someone who you fall in love with and she's better than me, then I tell him all the time, I love you so much, I want you to be happy, even if it's not with me.
Yeah.
And I promise you that. And so obviously eventually he wants to see his son, we're co-parenting, and like it just slowly but surely come back together.
Okay.
But boundaries now are sky high. Like you won't get another chance.
Well,
right. Another chance, because you've seen that I've given you multiple chances. Kid abandonment, family issues, now other women.
Yeah.
I have no patience for another chance. Instead of giving you another chance, when I know where the road has been with you, I would rather find you. Oh, I told you, like, now I'm down to 165, so I'm not fat anymore, and I'm a good woman. And so I feel like instead of giving the same man another chance to do the same stuff, I'm letting them know, like, I've invested in my body, I've invested in my time. I'm a Christ-fearing woman, and I would rather give another man another chance.
Right.
Happy than give you another chance.
Facts. No, yeah, 1,000%. That's why I'm like, remember that me as a being, I bully potential to be in people in general in a positive manner. So today, let's say with a potential partner, right? That's how they went off the rip. Chill out, baby. Just to let you know, you can emotionally cheat, stress, whatever. I don't stress about my bullshit at all. Respect. That's all words myself. You won't hurt my feelings at all. But here's a kicker. A zillion queens to throw in her face. A zillion queens in the whole universe. Why would I stress about you? One. Make them make sense. If you get threatened and leave, less talking, more working. The door's right there. If you need help, I'll help you pack. Where do you want to take you? What? I don't fight for toxicity. I'm not your exes. I know what you're going through. Maybe your exes did the same shit and they were scared that you're going to leave. Right? Because rejection. I handle rejection. I won't ever fight for a toxic relationship, respectfully. So that moment in my scenario, but then just to be, I do other scenarios. Is that what you do? Yeah, that's what you used to? I'm too much for you. Because I'm not going to fight for us at all. What? I'm not fighting for nothing at all. Look around you. I'm in Seattle. All these queens, I guarantee 1,000 more than we're here on the north side. There's a lot of queens on the north side and doing what you might call the healing journey. It's these conversations. I have a better opportunity with her than you, respectfully. Just to bully in a positive way. What? It's not really the competition, but look at this. This is called toxicity. This is called red flags. Here's the best part. Now compare me to all your exes, my neck tattoo, the NSP to the way I spoke to you, I doubt it very much. Boys behind me, they won't have this conversation with you. A lot of them won't. They don't know this conversation. They don't know what the healing journey is. I don't know if the skin's one for the book. That's what matters to them. If you break up with them, they have other body everywhere, every which way, right? But I want love. I want love and lust. I worked on myself. I don't want to talk to love and lust. Dead ass today, I'm fucking this weekend in Seattle. I can go downtown Seattle, south, the ghetto hoods. I can have thousands of bodies. I can do benefits everywhere. But I don't want bodies. I just want one and that's it. These conversations still fullest, every which way. That's what said the potential to be. If we can't talk to each other about everything, what am I doing here? I'm sorry?
I know he knew what I brought to the table when I was contemplating my weight loss surgery. My almost 400 pounds. I want to be healthy for my kids, like for my husband, for myself.
For yourself, right?
He's like, no, I love you the way you are. You don't need surgery. You don't need to get skinny. I love the way you are. I'm like, okay, if you love me the way I am, every woman you ever cheat on me with, will she?
Mm-hmm.
Thin. Okay,
smaller, right?
So why would you want me to stay fat, loving me the way I am? Unhealthy.
Right.
No, what you trying to do
is
keep me undesirable.
Exactly. Fact.
Hate on me. I sleep with you.
That's very factual. That's very factual. Because when somebody loses a lot of weight, now you get more attention. Yeah, you get more attention from others. Oh, you're looking, losing weight, type of you're slimming up. You're getting attention, and they don't like that. They're used to that attention. Now that you're getting it, to them is competition. And that's, once again, that's not healthy at all. But if they don't have conversation, they don't have conversation at all. That's what I'm saying. Like me as a B and the potential to be, I do all these scenarios. Like, oh, what's up? If someone gives you a compliment, does it get to your head type of situation? What is it? On top of that, someone passes boundaries, etc. I just want to make sure. Why are these questions for? Well, especially in the dating app, which I think they're hella corny. I tell the queen, sit out. This is how you get to know people with conversation. If you don't make a comment or ask a question, you want to start a conversation, you will never know. So how can you say you want love at dating app, but you don't have a conversation? You just got a question. Then respectfully, you're a girl and you need a lot of healing to do. A lot of healing to do. Get 20 therapists, whatever you got to do, but respect, you're not ready for love. And then be like, it triggers them. You don't even know me. I know energy. And you can't have a conversation, so you're not ready for love respectfully at all. You're ready for toxic love. Go for it. Enjoy that shit. Let me know how it feels. Respectfully. That's why I say, like, the potential to be, I say like this, we become each other's friends, best friends, lovers, porn and therapists. We talk about everything and anything. If not, it's not going to work out, because I know 1,000%, the door's right there. My next tattoo, I will leave whenever I want to. What? I will leave. I'll forewarn you, I don't ghost. Boys and girls ghost. But I will leave. Deadass. What? Yeah, I'm forewarning you about to happen. Now you're scared. Why are you scared of fear? Rejection? That's what it potential to be in their life in general. You as one being can handle rejection. Nobody's got to forewarn you. No one's got to stay. Can you grab it out there?
So it's funny because you saying the competition thing. He sometimes he squints his eyes like, okay, you're skinny now. Like he's waiting to see a change in who I was from when I was big, because I'm more desirable now. And so when we're out and I'm getting attention and he's looking to see that I'm going to change. So that was his fear. And so he's looking to see his fear come true. But
you know why? Queen, because he was doing that. So obviously that's why he's scared of you and that to him. But once again,
right. And so he thinks that I intentionally had the surgery so that I could leave him. But I didn't. I had the surgery so that I would have more options. If you left me, I would have more options.
Well,
I would be healthier and
Queen,
my family.
Not to interrupt.
No, I didn't. My inside didn't change.
Right, but here's the kicker. When it comes to the man versus woman bullshit conversation, there's no such thing as man versus woman. Especially with social media. A girl could be fucking 80 pounds wet, 1,000 pounds wet. Everybody wants her. She's got straight gay trans after her. And she just walks the streets. She posts a selfie on social media. There's no such thing as that competition. There's nothing out there. Once again, this is a live session. Show me any man on any platform that does what I do. If there is, tag me. They'll mention, healing journey. They don't say, that's all I talk about. You don't believe me? Go to my podcast. Go to Spotify, YouTube. Quote you the podcast. This is all I talk about. That's it. People jump in the box. They comment. That's all I talk about. I don't give a shit about nothing. I'm not talking about church, Buddha, the universe. No, God, no. I'll mention it. I'll emphasize it because they're talking about God. Cool. I'll call you out. Cool. You're talking about God. especially on social media. The queen reads the Bible. Yeah, I read the Bible, but it's a kicker. She's going viral, reading the Bible, but magically, somehow, the devil came in her life and sold her a fucking dream, and a fuckboy fucked her over. We just read the Bible. You're viral, making $1 billion. Make that make sense. You don't comprehend the Bible. You don't comprehend what love is. You think is not knowing, respectfully. And when I call him out, triggers them. Religious, spiritual, you're a queen, you're a goddess, and you're dating a fuckboy, and they're fucking you over. How's that working out for you, respectfully? Your belief's not the issue. His beliefs is him by your side's the issue. It's you two as a couple. All my tattoos, black, straight to the point. No rabbit hole, no counseling therapy, no, straight to the point.
Your thing about no competition,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I never cried, I never fought, I never scratched for another. When he wanted to, I said go out there and see what it's out there, because I know I'm confident in what I'm genuine,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pure in what I provide for him. I do it because I love him. And what's funny is that he doesn't see men as competition. So when I say he's watching me, he's watching me. He doesn't see the men as competition. He's watching me. And so basically, he can tell that none of those guys stand a chance. And so he seems like he's not happy about it, but he can tell if they approach me, they stand no chance. And that makes him proud that I'm his wife.
Well, a lot.
So we've been married 4 years. We've been married 12 years now.
How long? 12?
And so, no, 4.
4 years. Okay,
So we've been
congratulations.
together 13, we've been married for the last 4. This
Okay.
is 5th year. His pride in me is that in my exclusivity to
Mm-hmm.
him.
Yeah,
So
all you see is him.
never other men.
Right.
And so I try to tell him, it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
If every woman in the neighborhood can be with you, it's the same. What is your value as my husband?
Right. Well. Right.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to let him know it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
You see how, if I cheated on you with one man, you would end the marriage.
Right.
That's how you have to see yourself, honey. I can't, I can't be held accountable. You never have to worry about me wanting to leave you for another man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's 1,000 chances. You'll do 1,000, but not 1,001.
Right.
Yeah. I know. That's how I'm tattooed for a reason. Like the mother of boys. She gave me 1,000 chances. That's how the last session, my one-on-one. Rarely talk to a king, right? I go, okay, I'm going to pay it forward to you. I promise you 1,000, she'll give you 1,000 chances. But here's the kicker. That one day of 1,001, I cannot tell you when, but I promise you this. My little saying, all the time you sleep in the bed together, right? You're sleeping like a baby, and she's crying like a baby. Trust, the day that she leaves you and to inform you, it does not matter how she leaves. She can break up with you, cheat on you, divorce you, ghost to leave you. But trust me, you will become her. Like I did, bawl like a bitch, shed tears, go in desperation mode. It's officially fucking over. She's not coming back. It's gonna hurt really fucking bad. But trust, you've been hurting her. You become her. So, whatchamacallit, that's the shit everywhere which way. That's why I started my healing journey. This is back in 2020. So that's my tattoo. Says 39, 18 at heart, 45 on the outside. The last 6 years of my life, the best years of my life. And nothing against my exes, my past pain, my toxic trauma on the cherry top. My child's trauma, my parents are still alive, A lot of my family is. They don't know this conversation. That's why I was like, okay, you know what? Been doing social media. I work on computers. I never reached out for help or nothing. So I'm going to go on social media, do this little live podcast, and I'm pretty confident someone's going to reach out to me. And yeah, God bless. 10 people for 88 days. One of my boys, a king, 4 queens locally, and then 3 queens from IG and Facebook. I knew of them, and vice versa, but not once in this whatever time frame we follow each other, they comment any of my platforms, nothing. They DM me, chill out. I'm reaching out to you. You want to take the blame? You can't take. Right now you're in desperation mode because you want her to come back. She's not coming back. She gave you 1,001. It's done. It's done, and it hurts, right? I'm here for you, and that's why I tell people all the time. Maybe locally, you don't have no one to reach out to. Technology. This is 5 platform, 5 cell phone to live podcast. I promise in the cyber universe, somebody's gonna reach out to you and have this conversation with you. And remember this: to inform people. Nobody is on for nobody at all. You're not God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit of the universe. You cannot take nobody's pain from nobody at all. 1,000%. Even if I could, scenario, let's say God, the universe gave me that gift. Like Jesus, now I comprehend that story when Jesus talks to like the people he gives these little miracles for, right? Helps them with their health, whatever they're going through. And he tells them, check out, it is between you and I and that's it. Why? If you tell others, they'll just come here for miracles for him to make the pain, take the pain from them. But they won't ever buy with, God, my Father at all. I don't want that. Now I know why that situation happened. The scenario. Even if I tell my kids, and I'm my only ones, even if God gave me the gift, just to let you know, hey, God gave me the gift, I can literally take this pain from you. Depression, it's all gone. All the thoughts for them, it's all gone, but I will not take it from you. Why? That sounds mean, doesn't it, right? Because if I do it for you, trust. If I do this for you, take all your pain from you, you'll date another person like your ex. And when you go to a toxic relationship, reach out to me, hey, Rito, can you take, no, that's my little saying. You got to feel your feelings to comprehend feelings to evolve in life. And my real support team, all 10 of them told me the same shit out. They're like, yo, I know you don't hear this right now, right? But it's a blessing in disguise. There's that at the end of the tunnel. That pain you're going through is not forever. If you allow it to be forever, it shall be forever. What? I'm not Jesus. I cannot take your pain from you at all. But I can tell you stories. Why do you think I might do my own ones because of them? Give me word of sense of what you're going through, and I'll tell you stories and elaborate. And when I'm telling you the stories from personal experience or my support team, they're telling me their stories, in your mind or verbally, yo, how you in my head? Because the word was past tense, I was you. I was going through a breakup, losing my family, co-parenting not easy. I make it sound easy, right? Because I overcame that. I let all that go. So that's the cool thing about real support teams. These conversations to the fullest.
And it's crazy because we've been through like so much that I'm so comfortable in where we are that I will, if we get to the point where we can't be together anymore, because of the chances, and I've genuinely given it everything, and then more, I will grieve the loss of our relationship. Obviously, we'll always be co-parents and stuff. Yeah. So I will grieve the loss of our marriage, the family, and, certain. But at the same time, I will be optimistic to what I've been ignoring that's been knocking on the other side of that door.
Right, the opportunities, quote unquote, a potential partner.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Because
yeah. No, yeah. And that's
and I'm staying here stagnant, and you knew you weren't going to change. You wasted years of my life. That is what
well, that's the part.
Go to the other side. Right.
So that's, once again, when it comes to breakups, right, we all say the same shit. Every being saying the exact same bullshit. I gave him 7 years. Okay, victim mentality, victim mindset. I gave him 7 years. Like my other boys. That's called healing journey, victim mindset. Everyone has the right to do that. The awakening journey, now you're doing, I think it's, that's the warrior mentality. I believe I have it on my arm. I forget how terminology wise verbalize it. But anyways, now it's less energy in my ex, more energy in myself, right? We still have I started feeling towards type of situation. I'm trying to let her go. But now there it is, accountability. We give it to 7 years. And I figure out why it failed so it doesn't happen again best as possible, right? So that's it for everybody out there. And that's why I'm inside my body for a reason. Right? Once again, I speak black and white, live black and white, think black and white. So it's going to say, you and I cannot get nor buy back what God the mighty can't give to nobody. What is it? Love, time, feelings. When you comprehend that, why do you waste your love, your time, your feelings on wrong people around you, especially by side of the partner? Make them make sense respectfully. And then to make it more black and white, when people are like, what's that? Make it simple. Yo, God Universe, today's Saturday. All I ask from you, I want Friday back. That's all I want, Friday back. And what's that, God Universe? Oh, crickets. Yesterday, which is called Friday, is called the past been written. Sunday is called the future. It hasn't happened. I'm on a wake-up Sunday type of situation, respectfully. So today, the now, the present, keeping the present best possible. If you want to talk about the past, think about the past in a positive manner. That's called the healing journey. You're trying to figure out why it failed. What was the things that you missed? That's a positive version. Or the negative version, fuck my exes, my past pain, my toxic trauma, and fuck my parents, my child trauma. Because of them, I suffered. You can point the finger. My parents should have taught better. How can your parents teach you better if they was not taught better? Make that make sense because they don't know. If nobody knows, think it's not knowing. You got to know the answer. If not, research, dig. There's so much resources. I promise you 1,000. You have all ChatGPT, C.AI, all these resources. Whatever, if you want to do this healing journey, I promise you 1,000. That question you have, type it in the fucking search bar. Someone's talking about it on forum, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify. Someone's talking about it. Trust. Mental health is a big thing nowadays. Fuck yeah. Trust me. I used to be a bookworm. Not once did I go to a library. You know what? I'm going to go to the mental health section. I'm going to go see my tattoos. What's a narcissist? Empathist, my word, to make it even. What's an empath? What's deflection? All my tattoos. Not once did I have, because I never heard that terminology. Trust me. If someone had said that, I would ask myself that. I'll research that shit. I'll research that, but I didn't.
shoes.
Yeah. That's like what's it gonna call it, compassion wise. Yeah, that's what I say. Like you can have empathy and sympathy, right? But I have compassion because what's compassion? I put myself in your shoes and more. But I don't feel sorry for you. Respect you doing that. You're true to yourself. So once again, to God informed people. That's what I'm blessed to be, and I won't ever suffer ever in my life again. All my tattoos, my scars healed. I will not deal with toxicity. If she wants to be toxic, once again, I tell you, babe, just to let you know. 2 seconds, guys. My neck is blowing me up. Hello?
Is like, I love him so much with friends.
Bueno. Hello? What's up, baby girl? What's going on? 2 seconds, guys. I'm on the live. You cool to it? Good. Let me call you back in a minute. Is it cool? Sorry, my nephew. I thought it was like something was dying. Like, he don't really blow me up like that. So I apologize. I told him I'm on the live session. Yeah. Well, this one doesn't call. You don't really call me that. I thought I was like, oh shit. Well, my number's 3. After the 3rd time, I had to pick up, make sure this call. He's like, now just call and say what's up. See what you're doing. Like, oh, I'm on the live. I'll hit you back up in a minute. Because my nephew was like, I bullshit with them. That's why they know my terminology. Square, circle, zombies. And like, what is she? Oh, she's a square up, circle, zombie. What? How can you tell? Because it's called energy. You don't see what I see yet. I'll teach you best as possible. Remember this. But when you do comprehension, trust me, it's black and white. It's front of your face. That's why me as a square, I only buy the squares and that's it. Circle zombies, with my little saying, I'll be all of them. I'll be their associate. I'll be the real support team. If they're on to toxic, the environment is toxic, I will call him a friend. But to call him a girlfriend, fuck no. That sounds me. What? I don't do opposite attract. I know 1,000% I cannot feel the same at all. I go ahead and guide him as an associate, a real support team, maybe as a friend, but not as my partner. Maybe I tell him the potential to be, maybe down the road when I'm still single, and I see you're evolving the healing journey, these conversations, maybe we could try it then. But for the time being, it's not gonna work out. We haven't even tried. Okay, I'm informing you. I can handle rejection. Can you? Well, I can walk away, ghost divorce. Can you handle that? But why?
Are you saying same sex?
I'm sorry?
Did you say same sex?
No. I didn't say same sex. No, I said what you call it. I can walk away. You know, if you handle rejection type of situation. And then on top of that, if I want you bitch it out like you're being jealous, being controlling, if you keep doing that, I'm going to walk away. I'm telling you what I'm about to do. And this is called rejection. Are you scared of that? I don't deal with toxicity. I just told you. I don't, whatever it is, I'm not jealous. You're jealous. It's not going to work out. So you think every female talks to me, they're like emotionally cheated? It's called platonic boundaries to the fullest. It's called a conversation. I'm sorry, your ex-exes, they did that. They emotionally cheated. I did a lot of that too. My overage myself. I already know to the fullest that that's called emotionally cheating. So if I'm with you 1,000.
Rejection is not like a bad thing.
I'm sorry?
Like if they're not interested, I don't see people see rejection as a bad thing. It's like if they're not interested, they're not interested. It's not a bad thing. Now you get to move on and find someone.
Pay it forward. Right. Yeah. Well, once again, if you can handle it, if you can handle rejection, it's a bad thing if you can't handle rejection. If you can, you don't give a shit. Like me, let's say she my shot and she says no. I don't get sad. I'm becoming depressed, questioning my self-worth. That is her just for a gazillion queens of the whole universe. Why would it just about one? Why would it become down because of one? I'm in Seattle. Just taste the fucking rainbow. Beautiful, exotic women every which way. But I tell Queens, like in the South Side, I go a little in the South Side. Brown person with a tattoo, sexy people, all that good shit, right? They be like, try to hit me up. I be Queen, yes, cosmetic, you're beautiful. And like, yeah, you're beautiful, but inside you're broken, though you're lost. What? Take any word of my body and tell me a story, if you can. And they don't say nothing. You don't know this conversation yet. So you expect like it wouldn't even work out. We haven't even tried. Okay, shut up. I can't rejection. Feelings aren't factual at all. I already comprehend to the fullest. So if I walk away, can you handle that? So you're and they're pointing. So you leave this Queen in the ghetto hoods, toxic level, unless it's a dime a dozen. A lot of beautiful, exotic, badass bodies, yeah, but that's all you have to offer. Conversations, you don't have this conversation, right? The boys behind me, they don't give a shit about this conversation. They want to teach you about this. So respect is not gonna work out. Why do you think it was the north side, in the suburbs? I want queens that can actually teach me something in life. They can actually learn themselves. We get over on deep conversations. On top of that, we can have others be like a power couple and pay it forward. So people can learn what the healing journey is and learn to themselves and get a taste of love, unconditional love. If not, they can enjoy that toxic love. Toxic love and lust, that's just a dime a dozen.
That's not a bad thing. They're saying they're not interested. That shouldn't hurt you.
But that's a pride and ego. You
want to be with someone who's not interested in you. That doesn't make sense.
Well, once again, as being one of the males says pride and ego, and then from there, why is the rejection part? So, because remember, for the most part, a lot of the time I talk about our toxic families, parents, no parents. If you go with parents in a toxic household, that's called toxic. Toxic relationship, toxic love every which way. No parents, single parents, same situation, right? So there's no parenting type of situation. And then you go to middle school, high school, catch a little puppy love type of situation. And that's why if you want to date somebody, right? I tell my kids, ask me, yo, how your parents doing? How's everything at home? Why does that matter? If the parents together, miserable toxic each other's throats, more on the male side, that's called toxic love. And the household, siblings, and bloodbath, still toxic love. And you think, and so you're telling me on their side, same situation. So you two think potentially getting together will make it better? You don't know. I tell you, my kids, all young cats, none of you know what love is. You have these little feelings that are not factual. You don't comprehend them yet. But try to become one. And when it fails, then what? When your best friend passes boundaries, then what? God, universe? No, it's you. You just don't know that yet. And you have to happen, common not knowing, because you don't have this conversation. So that's the shit for everybody out there. As one being, can you handle rejection? If you can't, you have a lot of healing to do. So no one's got to stay once again to phone you. And that's the shit for if they leave, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Chase and beg them? You know, do that. The worst addiction in the universe, the emotional medicine trauma bond, or reach out for help. Be alone, real support team, these conversations, evolve.
Mm-hmm. Even if they change their mind and they're with you, you won't be happy because they won't treat you like someone they wanted. And so
right, they accepted you.
You'll be sacrificing what you needed for what you wanted.
Mm-hmm. You sacrifice yourself. Yeah. That's why if you're not doing it, that's saying somebody else be doing it. And then if they cheat on you, once again, it's called terminology. Let's say I have a girlfriend once again, I cheat on her. And then typically the guy says, you know, babe, I love you. You know, I don't love them. There's no feelings, just bitches and bullshit. No, I should be saying this, babe, I have love for you and many others. If I loved you, I would not have cheated on you. That's what I should be saying. That's what he should be saying. But once again, nobody, did I notice on all these platforms, podcasts, nobody says the terminology. Dan broke it down like that little formula. What? That's what he should be saying. Once a cheater, I was a cheater. Once a player, I was a player. With you, that is very factual. 1,000%. Let's say magically he starts his healing journey. He does not ever cheat on you, but he broke trust and loyalty 1,000%. And then on top, I tell the king, scenario, let's say scenario you don't ever cheat, right? I'm going to put a scenario in your head to plant a seed, right, of fear. Let's say you don't ever cheat ever again. God, whatever terminology you want to use, right? But remember, her side, you broke trust and loyalty and trust to the fullest. So she has the right to bully you and throw jabs. What do you mean? You be, babe, I'm going to church. And she'd be like, well, last time you said that, but you want Maria. Babe, I'm going to go with my family. But last time, yeah, she has right to throw jabs 1,000% until she lets go. Can she let go? Can you handle that for the years to be? Will it exhaust you? If it exhausts you, it's not going to work out.
If you don't start to trust me, like, it's not going to work out. I said no. I said I know because I'm going to continue to
overthink. Yeah, overthinking. Yeah, which you have the right to be. Correct. Which you have the right to be because they break trust and loyalty.
You can't get mad. Right.
Well, he can, but that's the grudge. That's amazing. Being my one-on-ones, these live podcast scenarios. Now the war continues. The little jabs, you might accept it for the time being. Yeah, you know what? She has the right to tell me that because I did cheat on her. But it's been 1 year until he calls you up. Baby, it's been 4 years now. It's been 10 years now. Same thing. But you could have walked away 4 years ago, 10 years ago. Now you walk away from each other? What? Nobody can get yesterday back. It's been written.
It's just that I don't think anything. I don't listen to his words anymore. Is what makes him upset. I watch his
actions. Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Behind the words behind, like.
Well, that's the correct way to do it.
Not the words.
Right. That's the correct way to do it. It's energy.
It feels like you don't believe it. Yeah, it's energy. That's it. And so I learned to ignore his words.
I'm tired.
Because they lie. So I just watch him. And he it feels like he's always investigating me and this and that. No, I'm not saying anything to you.
Well, he broke it, Queen, respectfully. You have the right to do like that, but that's my point being.
It's funny
the grudges.
I don't say anything at all.
You're just observing.
I feel the energy, but I don't verbally say anything.
Right, because the energy is just observing.
So he you don't believe what I'm saying.
Well, my situation, right?
I said okay.
Right. It's a kicker. So, if you're not, I tell our queens behind the screen, if you're not part of the Spanish culture, if you're not Hispanic, Latino Spanish culture, you're not involved with us at all, but you want to date brown boys, I used to say 95. Once again, to my situation, I bully people in a positive manner, and I just don't want to give people's attention. So if you want to date brown boys like just to let you know, I'm a man working myself. That's what I'm doing. Me as a being, first and foremost, I'm not in the Spanish culture 1,000%. On top of that, I'm not going to whatchamacallit, to get a hood 1,000%. So if you're brown and that hurts your feelings, that's my job, my gift. If you're from the ghetto hoods, that's my job, my gift, right? So here's the kicker. The queen's behind the screen. Just to forewarn you, Tennessee to fear. You want to date brown boys? 99% are fuck boys. And they are hard workers, right? They work hard in their relationships with their co-workerships, the side chick, the work wives, social media wives. They do not work hard relationship with their wives nor their kids. And they go to church every fucking Sunday, a fucking amen, because it's a routine. What? Just to let you know. I tell my daughters, what? Yo, your boyfriends, can they speak to me? I ain't met them. So just once again, I'm letting you know, brown boys, 99% are fuck boys. All over the universe. Every fucking realm.
I got lucky with too. Like they are amazing dads, and they would be good spouses if they didn't like other women.
Well, that's el machismo. Like, that's a part of the lust part, and many cultures for sure. But once again, I'm not other cultures. Brown culture, that's why tattoo can't see it. Says I tell you, even the guy that's in Spanish, yo, okay, you know what machismo is? Yeah, even the queens. You know what the word is in English? We speak English, right? Go for it. You know what it is? I don't know. So I got you. It says machismo, English, narcissism, double standard. So scenario, let's say I have a girlfriend, right? And I tell her, like, and this is a situation when you love your partner to the fullest, you'll do whatever you ask, right? Because that's the person you love. And you'll give you all, right? So, babe, before her, IG social media, she's showing flesh, she's wearing bikinis and lingerie, all the good shit, whatever. She's showing flesh. Babe, if you love me, like, you remove the picture. She will remove the picture, right? But it's a kicker. But she sees me speaking to other females. And I call her, yo, I can speak to girls, or she can't. So I'm doing machismo. I can do it, but she can't. And she be on my side. Especially, she's a brown girl. Fuck yeah. It sounds bad when I say it, but yo, many culture based, but once again, I'm not other cultures. I'm the Spanish culture, Hispanic and Spaniards. I tell the kings all the time, you want to be a slave that she will never fucking leave you, and her family will give her shit. She tries to divorce your ass, leave you. You just have a brown girl, a Spanish girl. She won't leave you at all. You can fuck over 1 billion times, literally whoop her ass. And she'll still be by her fucking side, like her mother, auntie, Olita's doing. Respectfully, I grew up in this shit. I know that's like in the culture, 1,000%, and the ghetto hood to the fullest.
And that's weird that you say that because he that like it's a strength that I have. He's saying that like it's a strength that I have that he haven't seen in Hispanic women, like a backbone kind of thing. Like most of them let him run over them
because culture based, Queen, culture based. That's why. That is every which way. That's what I'm saying. They're raised to be esclaves, slaves, every which way. And what she's doing is not wrong. The downfall, she's giving all her love to the wrong person. That's the queens. Okay, check it out. Church is not the issue of the Bible. I was you. I'm born as a Catholic. So we're taught religious talk that leave in God's hands, right? So you're praying. Yeah, I'm going to tell you a little saying. You pray for him to manifest that one day. Just to let you know, you don't comprehend this. God can't take this pain from you. It's been written. It's been done. You allow yourself because choice of will. So it's your choice of will to wait for him to change his ways. And it's his choice of will to whoop your ass and be a fuckboy. And what, blame the devil? You can blame the devil on my tattoos for a reason. Every day, bug guy got a little tattoo of a little devil, Lucifer, Satan, whisper my ear. I have a little angel for God universe. Every day, above ground, it talks to me. They talk to me. You know what? All this BPD, bipolar, everyone's fucking bipolar. We're all fucking emotional creatures. I keep it simple. Today's Saturday. So tomorrow when I wake up, I'm gonna be a fucking circle. I'm gonna be a bad boy fuckboy. I'm fucking destroying queens. I wake up Monday, and I'm gonna be a zombie. And that's an addiction. I wake up Tuesday, I'm a fucking square. I love God's universe. And everyone's fucking bipolar. You're emotional as fuck. Every which way. Now, can you control your feelings?
That's how I can tell me.
You know?
Toxic. That's why he keeps me at the home base because
yes.
he's about beating me up. So he's not he doesn't argue with women, and his thing is to just get away from women. Like, so he's a leaver. He doesn't argue.
He runs.
But no.
He runs.
Black and I'm toxic. So instead of you leaving, you're going to argue. You're gonna fight me.
Well,
and so he's like, why do you always do this? He like, so he's 6'3", 200 pounds.
Okay.
He's like, I could knock you out with one punch, but yeah, you continue to try to fight me.
Yeah, and but like, no one should get physical.
You don't put no fear in my heart.
Right. Well, no one should get physical at all, man.
Because you're not, you're my children's mother, and I'll never hurt you. I said, yeah, I know that. That's basically my tactic is I just want to keep you in the house. That's the only way I can keep you in the house because we can't work out our problems if you leave. It gets ignored. You go outside, you cool off, you come back. You start playing PlayStation. We never address it. We just move past it.
Well, that's the shit. They know the gaming, but they don't know the partner. That's my point being every which way. every which way. So you can game, you be a badass gamer, but to my boys, you're a badass gamer, right? And when they're what you gonna call it, you're a badass gamer, badass coder programmer, right? But you don't know shit about your relationship. Like you're the over myself. You bitch about her. So, but you're a badass gamer. So why don't you know your relationship? Why don't you know you? Then you're the problem. You're both the problem. And here's the kicker. I'm your boy type of situation. I'm just observing. I used to be like you. As men, chill out. That's a lot of my friends, quote unquote. I pushed them away. They pushed me away. They're more associates, and they won't come out for advice. They just go, yeah, go buy up in the whole face. That's why this is a live podcast. I keep it 1,000. Do not talk about God, Buddha of the universe, if you're being a fuckboy, fuck girl. End of story. End of story. Because your belief's not doing it, you're doing it. But you're scared to tell, but you become vulnerable to talk about your feelings, then you're the problem. Stop offering love. Stop fucking posting about love. You don't know what love is. You know what toxic love and lust is. Should anyone that cheats do fucking poly open, fender situationships? You're not ready for a title. You're not ready to become one. And you get up once again, scriptures, Bible, whatever you believe in. Yo, that's why I use all those categories. God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad. Yeah, your belief's not the issue. You two, as a potential couple, are the issue. You two, as a toxic couple, are the issue. And the question for both of you, what are you both going to do about it? It's easy to go body hopping the whole fish. Emotion cheating so easy. Like me, I used to say, when I always myself, I'm a womanizer. There's too much women out there. They're beautiful, exotic. I'm in Seattle, the beautiful, exotic. Yeah, because I was not satisfied with myself, especially my partner, or the mother of my daughters, at all. All these women I talk to, like, man, I can have regular conversations, not even passing boundary. Like, man, I can speak to all these females in the streets, but not my girlfriend. And she don't talk to me. She'll talk to everybody else but me. Yeah, fuck all that.
Whenever we're fighting, and I'm like, and if you would stop trying to leave instead of us working out while we're fighting, I would stop swinging on you, because obviously you're going to grab me, you're going to put me on the bed. Now we're in a room, we're in an intimate setting. Obviously, you know what happens. And
that's respectfully, that's that corny makeup sex. I don't. If that's your love language on both sides, sure. But if that's your relationship, that's.
It's what starts the love language, because after the sex, we genuinely, like, I don't let the issue go. I literally, my plan is to get him to talk about the issue, because I realized we weren't solving our problems. We were just ignoring him when he leaves.
Yeah, that's why he's a runner.
After he has sex, now his mind is clearer to, you know what I mean? I'm not mad, he's not mad.
Right, because you both exchange energy. Yeah. Right, but once again, if that's what you guys do.
We can't keep doing this.
Right, but if that's your boy's love language, cool. But me as a being, the overage myself, yes, that's called makeup sex, corny bullshit. I don't do that corny shit at all. I tell Queen the potential to be, is that what you do? So like,
it's not makeup sex, because we haven't made up yet. We're literally, it's like it's a grounding kind of thing. Like, we haven't made up yet. That what happens before we tackle the problems.
Right, but
so
okay.
Like now we both release stress, we both release tension.
Right. Well, yeah, that's TLCS intercourse. That's the best fucking energy. That's the best high in the universe, quote unquote, as a physical being, right? But after the situation, you look at your partner, fuck, what am I doing with you? I can't even talk to you. That's my point being. I don't do that. I tell the potential to be. So scenario, let's say we're bumping heads, right? And I want to have this conversation, this subject, and you don't want to. So what are you going to do? Build walls, push me away, and then you want to do that corny ass thing where you want to have TLC? Like, I won't do it with you. There's energy involved, the respect. No. We talk about it. If not, it's going to work out. The overage myself, we would do that bullshit. We exchange energy, we feel better, but we still haven't figured out the situation. It's not going to work out.
No, that's what I mean. You missed the part, right? I mean, like, that is the medium. So now that
I know. It can evolve to more. No, I comprehend you on that part.
We never end the day without tackling the situation.
Right. Which, once again, that's why everyone has always deal with the problems. Right. And you're saying, Queen, and you're saying I comprehend you 1,000, because you females, for the most part, are more emotional, more feelings, healing journey. Us men, I know where he's coming from, and we're not taught this shit. We were runners. They're the fuck ass runners. That's once again, you two as a couple. If you can't talk about everything, what are y'all doing there? What are you doing there, respectfully? Especially if you're doing during this conversation, what are you doing there? Because what you see the good in him?
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. That is the thing. It's for him, because now he's more relaxed. Now I can see in his eyes that when I'm talking, he can hear me. He's not just trying to get away. Like, he has no urge to run outside.
Right. I get that part.
He can feel me. And what's funny about you guys, your eyes tell everything. So I can tell when I'm talking to him and he doesn't hear anything I'm saying. Right. I can tell that when I'm speaking, he can feel my words.
Right, because he's paying attention now.
Basically, I'm trying to get to that
A and B.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's paying attention.
Right.
Because basically after the sex, that was the good talk. Everything after the sex is literally make or break. Like I'm back on principle mode. Like
yeah, because the tension is gone.
This is how I feel.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm
for
like,
the time
we
being.
are family.
Right. But the tension is gone for the time being because. And he gets the urge, whatever. It just that's once again where he's coming from, culture based, 1,000%. I know where he's coming from. That's why I all the time. I tell Queens, show me any brown boy that speaks the way I speak on, like the way I do, any platform, face to face. If you see anybody, please tag me. I would love to speak to him to test his mind. What Mother was saying, right? I taste your. Well, I'm gonna tell my body. I date your mind as an associate, friendship, especially as a partner, because your mind tells your mouth to move. Have a conversation with me. Your mind tells your fingertips to message me. I date your mind. Black and white, what? The best avatar is part of it. The universe, you live in everyday life is part of it. It's not all of it. If you can't talk to me, it's not going to work out. I don't give a shit how beautiful, exotic you are. Yes, queen. If you want me to, I will use you for your body, beauty, and lust. But when I walk away, I know 1,000% you'll be sad. You'll be looking for me. Why? And I'm forewarning you what's about to happen. What? And the boys behind me, they won't even forewarn you at all.
Since we're more dominant, submissive, like, it seems like I will be talking more, but basically I say what I have to say, and then basically, because he's so dominant, he wants me to understand exactly where he's coming from. So why, in his point of view, it transpired. So we literally are having a conversation. I think the problem is when a woman is talking, and the man don't feel like talking about it. But because he wants me to understand exactly from his point of view why and what it transpired, we always get to understand each other because he's very like, you're my wife. I need you to understand and
so number one.
Basically move when I need you.
I don't give a fuck what the fuck you think.
Oh, I know, mother and father. Already kick rocks, bro. Fucking boys. That's what I'm saying. On these platforms, there's nothing but boys are every which way. But I love to bully bullies. Get the fuck out. If you're talking shit behind the screen, imagine that you have you want to buy it as a partner. What the fuck? Boys can't. There's not many men out there. Healing journey, no. Boys, and once again, your bio can say religious, spiritual, man. I study energy every which way. You start speaking bullshit, you're bullying.
I tell people it's a difference between males and men.
Yeah, boys and girls, men and women, 1,000.
Born males, but not all of y'all become men.
Yeah, 1,000%. My mother would say I became a father, a man, an adult at 39. But I give myself grace because how my family, I say all the time, respect to my family. None of my family, zero, from Washington State down to Mexico, back to Spain, the motherland, zero. None. Can't teach you anything but my tattoos. They can teach me this, as I was taught. Go to church, pray in God's hands. Be a person of respect. That's it. Work hard. That's all I get, because that's all they know. They're doing the best they could, as I was taught. By them, vice versa. I tell them, yeah, your beliefs, that's not the issue. You're the issue. Especially the toxic couples, both you're the issue. Your beliefs aren't the issue. You can pray, hope, manifest all you want.
I give him the benefit of the doubt and grace because he's a runner, right? So ideally, normally, the amount of time we've been together and the way I am, his family, like, it's weird. He should have been left. The him we know should have been moved on. Like,
body hopping. Right. Well, that's kind of normal in our culture.
I have his only children, which makes it, you know what I mean? He doesn't have children other than mine, so he's like, I'll see my children are my blood. And I think that he didn't realize, like, until he wanted to become a father, that he would feel like that about children. So literally, every child we have is his plan. And so he feels like he wants another kid. We oblige, and like, it's like, he's building a family that he's never had. But because he's staying around. Okay. I give him his flowers because I know that he's a runner and that I get on his nerves. But I can see him literally fighting along with me so that we see eye to eye. So like we bump heads a lot because but him wanting to build the family that he never had for our kids, and most of the stuff that he says be our kids oriented, but never having a family himself is like, I don't know, it's like watching a boy become a man.
Right.
Like he's struggling, like he has his struggles, but to see where he was 13 years ago to where he is today, that's still here.
That's good. I'm happy for you guys, and that's the intent. As one being, you change for yourself, and then change for people around you, especially your partner type of situation. But you don't change for people in general. It's like a lot of queens. We Spanish say this. If you're swear more pathetic wise, you guys think in your head you're a fixture changing a savior, right? You see the good in us. That's how people like. Okay, you can change them and mold them, right? But here's the kicker: to remind you, you changed and molded them for you. He never changed for himself. That's called people pleasing. He's a people pleaser for the time being. The day they fall apart, go back to his old ways.
No, it's not for me.
No, I know, but I'm saying it's in general wise. Like Queen, my situation, right? So I was for almost 6 years old by my real support team. Like, yo, King, get it out. Like, I'm happy you're evolving, type of situation. But if you want to think black and white, speak black and white, live black and white, a lot of people don't like easy. Life cannot be easy. To forewarn you, more on the women's side, we're fixing and savior. We're more people, right? We see the good in people. Like what I just said, that scenario. But the day that you start doing this and you're evolving, just to let you know, push a lot of women away because when they see you and they see energy, they know they can't do nothing with you. They can't mold you because under the mold. And you might be seen for quite a while just to let you know. Or you accept and tolerate. I'm like, what? Yeah, my situation almost 4 years here in the same potential to be looking to shoot the shot, live sessions, whatever. I go, chill out, like, if you having a bad day, I want to talk about everything. Especially if I didn't do it to you. So that's a scenario your father does it, your ex, the bully, your coworker. Someone on social media triggers you. So when you come home, scenario, right? You know what? I'm going to get crucified. The crown of Jesus. I get crucified. I didn't do shit to you. So you push me away. You need your space, build walls. Then what are we doing? What am I doing here? Type of situation, right? So I'm not going to do that. It's not going to work out type of situation. So, and they'd be like, well, you become potentially my boyfriend, but then become a counselor, my therapist. I'm like, so what do you want to do when you're having a bad day? If you want to tell me a scenario, in my head, my mind, I'm speaking to myself what I would love to tell you. But verbally, I respect your boundaries. I won't say shit. So remember, this is for you. My life does not stop because you're down. I will check on you. But I'll keep doing what I do in life. Whatever I'm doing, I'm going to work, podcast when I want, my kids, whatever I'm doing. But I will check on you face to face when I come back home or text you, hey, babe, I'm here with my family. When I get back home, you want to talk about it? No. So for how long will you keep doing that for? And on top of it, put this thing at your wrist with your feelings, you might think I don't care about you because I'm not staying in the home with you. I used to be you. I did a lot of toxic bullshit. No. My life does not stop because you're down. So are you ready for this? If we're not, here's the kicker. It's a verbal conversation, no physical touch.
He does not leave me alone when I'm having faith. Like, literally, if he can't solve it, it drives him crazy. He can't stand to see me sitting there unhappy. But it's weird because I just want to see that he cares. Most of the time, I don't even have an issue. I just want to see that he cares. But as far as molding him, my mom always taught me you can't raise a man. So no, I have no. Like I said, so if he doesn't become who I think that he should be, I would just leave. I won't try to mold him.
Yeah, rejection is protection.
Like he has to become a man for himself.
Well, that's the intent. Yeah. No, it's not. Remember, as beings, we can guidance for one, which I say, higher source and being, we're all just communication, and we're all messengers. Nobody has to do comprehension. You cannot be comprehension for your kids, for nobody. I tell my kids all the time, I can't physically save you. Physically, I can save you. If I have money, financially, I can save you. Emotionally and spiritually, no, I cannot. I'm not God of the universe at all. What? I cannot do this for y'all. But I can tell you stories. I promise you 1,000%. This is what I do. For everybody out there, I can heal you, guide you, support you, or lift you for once. I love to you, but I cannot fix you or save you at all. After this conversation, I go my way. I'm blessed. You go away. Toxic relationship, anxiety, depression, your mental health. I used to be you. What? You are the old version of myself. I know exactly 1,000% what you're going through, but I'm here for you.
He's a big boy though, because I can see that because I don't baby him or whatever, he feels some type of way about it, like that. He feels like I can see him looking like he feels like I should be more attentive and this, but because like I said, I watched my mother and father raise my brother. My brother's an amazing man, but he wasn't coddled. Like he has to be a man, and so he got that from his family already. So who he was before, I blame his family 100% because I watched them accept his flaws. And so I see him struggle to want me to be that for him. And I support him where I feel like where I watch my mother support my father. My father's from the South, he raised with mother and father. And so he's a certain kind of man. And obviously I can't teach Jose how to be a man because Jose has to learn that for himself, even though, you know, he has older brothers. Like, I feel like there are men that could model for him if he wanted to learn that. Well, but I can't coddle him because I look at him like, you have to be a certain kind of man so that our sons will learn to be a certain kind of man.
Right.
And if I keep you on my boob, basically, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't do that.
Well, that's why you should reach out for help. I tell people forever out there, if you don't make a comment or ask a question, you will never start a conversation. You will never know. So if you want to sit there, sit with yourself. Like, once again, my situation, why do I speak the way I speak? Why do I have all these tattoos for? Why do I go live for? For myself. Initially, almost 6 years ago, I did go for myself, but I knew I was doing it to reach out for help. And I got blessed every which way with the real supporting for 88 days, every which way. So now just tell stories to the fullest. That's a lot of people all the time. If you don't reach out for help, you want every of my life. Go to church all you want. Pray for help, manifest all you want. You've been doing that before you got destroyed. Now you're destroyed every which way, and you don't know why. So when will you know why? You know? That's what I tell people. There's so much resources every which way. And that's why people in Seattle be like, all these tattoos, why don't you write a book? I'm like, okay, scenario. When I say a little line, guys, I'm not going to, if you write books, please write your books, right? But my book scenario, first and foremost, if I was write a book about all the mental bullshit, toxic relationships, culture and bullshit, ghetto hoods, who's going to buy it? Nobody is. So respectfully, I won't waste my breath on a book. But here's the kicker. Even if I was to write a book, it's only one paragraph. And what will it say? The answer to life is the person in the mirror. All you ever needed was you. The end. There's my book. That's all it is. It's nothing else. Say that again?
Yeah, so I try to tell him that he needs to, like, I can't do anything for him. And so I don't, and it's funny because he's a solitary kind of person. But you have multiple older brothers who are fathers and husbands. Mm-hmm. So, like, but because he's such a loner or whatnot, I think he feels vulnerable going to his older brothers.
Well, that's
like,
conversations.
Like, there's everything.
Right, but remember this, in culture-based, men-based, culture-based, we're not taught to reach out for help and guidance at all. Zero. We're not taught at all. And then the pioneer kicks in. In Spanish culture, if I ask for help and guidance, and remember, as men, we're talking about feelings, so they'll call me my tattoo, Mande Mandelon. I'm a beta sim. You should be wearing a skirt because you're about feeling. What the fuck? Man the fuck up. Get a job. Get more money, power, and fame. All that mammy bullshit. That's our love language. That's our support, quote unquote. Not to have these conversations. Well, I think my situation, the culture-based, I be calling Mande Mandelon. I go, I don't give a fuck about the word. First and foremost, means to being fuck words. That has no word has feelings at all. That's what I'm gonna get time on my back. It's gonna say, you know, these pivotal words, conversations, feelings, languages have no feelings at all. So how's all the universe and realms and their feelings about things that have no feelings at all? Make them make sense respectfully. That be telling on my back. What? And once again, make it simple.
That's toxic masculinity to me.
Right, it's machismo. Yeah.
I've literally taken my pistol up there, like, that's your brother. He's struggling, and like, and they're looking at me like, and they can tell I'm also serious. I do not play about Jose, and I'm going against his whole family. Like, y'all need to go talk to him. But y'all sitting up here as a family, like, y'all know that he's struggling and he's alone. Y'all know that he's not going to come up here because of pride.
Right.
Please go talk to my husband before shit get real in here. And it's funny because they're like, this bitch is crazy, but we see that she's doing it for a real reason. No, I'm not about to play about him.
Right.
And y'all not about to play with him. Y'all supposed to support him. And so I can tell that they don't come from that. Well, welcome to the new world. We're family. We're a village. We support each other.
That's the intent best as possible.
When they go through stuff, he supports them. That's what I don't like.
Well, yeah, people pleasing.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
He supports them.
I used to be like that. Right, culture based.
They don't do that to him.
Right. Well, that's the downfall of being a people pleaser. And you want to help people turn narcissistic wise and machismo bullshit, yeah. So you'll help everything the military makes you feel good, all good. So you think you're fucking Superman, Superwoman, but here's the kicker: today you need fucking help. You put your hand out. What's that? Fucking cricket. Where's everybody you helped out? Fucking crickets. I used to be that people pleaser. That's how I keep it 1,000. Like, yo, I don't need people. I want people. What? I don't need you in my life, especially an adult. I don't even know adult in my life. I tell my family and friends and associates, you can leave me. I don't shed tears if I leave you. Here's the best part. Who speaks the way I speak to you? Show me. None of them. So the day that I leave you, I will traumatize you. Because now you want to ask, yo, if I want to bully you, yo, chill out. Don't want to reach out. Don't look for me. If you want to talk to me, go to the podcast. YouTube, Spotify. there's my voice, right? Same conversations, right? But now you can't physically or verbally talk to me. I just told you about the boundary. Don't ever get a hold of me. I will let you suffer. I will let you burn. Find another person that focused all on this. You won't find that for the first on the male side, not really. And remember this, I can't finish saying, but this is called rejection. You know? So.
You've been following me around. Like, literally, that's me. Like, I have my whole family. I have his family. But when I'm going to stuff, I don't need any of that. I need quiet. I need time to think. And, like, emotionally, I'm sound. Like, I have moments where, like, you know, obviously I break down human, but for the most part, I feel like more militant, like crime won't get me anywhere. I can't think of a plan to get me out of what I'm struggling if I'm crying.
Well, you can cry, it's okay. Nothing wrong with crying.
Yeah, he finds surprise and says I'm not like so emotional like most other women, but it's because I think a lot. I'm more calculating, but also I'm caring and nurturing at the same time. But for me personally, I don't know. I have to be a fortress or whatnot, and so I don't. I cry for myself by myself.
Right, you seclude. Which is totally cool once again, but allows you talk to yourself, which in everybody out there, that's why for the most part in life we distract ourselves with man-made bullshit. But at nighttime, everyone's sleeping like babies and you're still having insomnia, start your eyelids and start to ceiling with all this overthinking. That's why it's being like you should want to feel your feelings to compare to evolve in life. Whatever feelings you're going through, especially like stress and toxicity bullshit, like it's only two categories. Whom is it? Physical beings, or what is it? Man-made bullshit. When you figure it out, what are you gonna do about it? And if you can't fix it today or figure out today, try tomorrow. It's day by day baby steps. The more you do something in a positive manner and focus more on you and your mindset and your mental health, the better for yourself. And if your partners are going through it, try to have this conversation. If not, it's not going to work out. Just trust someone or both of you, definitely feeling emotionally cheating, potentially physically cheating. And your beliefs are not doing it to you. You two are doing it to you. You're doing it to yourself. You know? That's why, once again, real support team, these conversations help a lot. If you want love, but once again, no one has to start the healing journey, no one has to work the mental health, but I'll call you the fuck out. You won't ever know what love is. You will go through bodies, or, especially on the queen side, you get distressed so bad, you're scared, because they broke trust and loyalty, they cheat on you, that God universe becomes your spouse. Respect, that is your choice if you will, but here's the kicker. I can tell queens all the time. From NASA looking in, you say you want love, you read the Bible, but you don't know what love is. You are scared. Why be scared of love? Be scared of toxic love. Love don't hurt with the shit. If God higher source love is for you in the water, it don't cost you nothing. Be scared of toxic love. What happened to you? Trust and loyalty, right? Toxic love will cost you everything emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, physically, even your own health. And potentially more on the queen side, because your man's a fuckboy. If he's physically whooping your ass, trust me, the day you want to leave him, divorce him, if he can't have you, no one can have you. Trust, you will be a TikTok story, local news. Maybe in the next lifetime, spirituality talk, religious talk, you might have a potential opportunity when you start your healing journey and do the conversations. If not, each lifetime, get murked. Respectfully. The red flag was the whole emotional and spiritual abuse.
Like how we saying that. Like we see energy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I see his energy and I know what he... So basically, my feelings are protected because I'm a realist. And so he's human. He's flawed by design, by God. And so...
We're all flawed.
He messed up. Yes.
Everybody will. If you allow yourself to.
On him doing that.
I said we're all flawed.
Yeah. For the worst in him. Yeah, we are. And so I always prepare for the worst in him. And then that way, when he doesn't, I'm pleasantly surprised. So as far as cheating, leaving me, any of that stuff, literally, because I've genuinely given it everything, and he's not going anywhere as far as forever. We won't be a couple, but he'll still be in my life.
Yeah, co-parenting. That's okay.
And so processing, my emotions. Oh, I do it.
Right. That's why it falls apart. Co-parenting. Yeah. Easy said and done. Yeah.
I don't fall apart.
Right. You don't fall apart. The family does, yes, which sucks, right? But that's what I'm telling my kids. You know? I worked myself. I have a tattoo. I love all my tattoos, right? But the best one is for in the competition, my own tattoos. It's a oxymoron to the mother of boys when she left me. It hurt like crazy. A ball like a bitch said to many for fucking almost like 90 days. You know, it sucked balls, right? But it was a business, guys. I got blessed with a real support team. If she's not ever leaving, I told her, yo, it's 7 years. Better than fucking 12. I even told her, I'm not doing 12 years with you. Why do you say 12? My first baby mom, I'm not doing 12 years with us. Fuck no. Matter of fact, I even told her, yo, if it doesn't get better in a year, I'm leaving you. I told her that what happened? She left me first. It fucked me up every which way. So, as I reached out my help, get my real support team. I'm looking at myself on mental health, right? Trying to figure out why it failed. I'm gonna call, but I told her face to face, yo, I'm gonna tell you this called an oxymoron, and it might not make sense to you, but I love you for leaving me. She's like, well, you're fucking crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but no, I do love you for leaving me because I reached out for help. Now I'm figuring out why we failed, and I'm gonna try this again. And I told her, respect me in this lifetime. You know, last thing I destroyed my words. I wasn't a physical abuser, emotionally, spiritually, but I warn anybody. My number's 3. Well, I'll give you 3 chances. This subject, I don't give a shit about the subject, but I know you do. I know it's a subject for you. If you want to do this, remember this. These are your feelings, and when the gloves are up, I don't hold back. Whatever hurts you, that is your trauma. But if you want to talk about it, but here's a kick on for warning you should not do this. Now, I'm ready for this. Bet. You know, we can say that. So, that's the situation. But now my situation, the potential to be at the time, I'm not trying to hurt you at all. I keep it 1,000. I'm very blunt. Don't hold back at all. I want to talk about everything. Nah, it's not going to work out. There's nothing to try. And I know you feel like you want to try. It's not going to work. Mm-hmm.
Keep our kids happy. So when you say that we are separate, yes, we will be separate. Co-parenting, yes. But will he come to dinner once, twice a week at our house for his kids? Yes.
That's cool, co-parenting. Right. But Queen, will it be platonic love or you have the benefits off of it? A lot of people do co-parenting, right? I tell people that are single, you want to date single parents, here's the kicker. If you're going to date a single parent out there, right? And ask them, yo, let's say we do co-parenting. Make sure it's co-parenting platonic, the love is gone. There's not that baby father benefits. Behind closed doors, being like fucking bunnies and bullshit. Then me, I call it, but yeah, all you baby mom, baby fathers that you're married, you both have couples, quote unquote, but behind closed doors, you're being porn stars. Don't say God, don't say love. Why even be relationships? Why just do poly open? No. I'm saying in general. I'm saying in general for everybody out there.
Oh yeah, nah, because that wouldn't benefit me. You're not gonna get this good stuff if you're not with me.
That's my point being like co-parenting, platonic, along platonic. Like my situation, I go home on the weekend. My home is 3 hours away, right, from Seattle. My kids are 4 hours away, another hour east, right? So I go to their place, my ex and her hubby, and they're in front of my face, lovey-dovey and shit. And my family's like, how do you do that? Because I know it's different culture-based, but it's called co-parenting. We have better friends in the partnership. I comprehend why it failed. Respectfully say that you can tell her, if I would have done my healing journey, if it did not exist, the past been written. But if I had a real support team with my first baby mama's trust, you and I will not ever happen. I don't date brown girls, only Spanish women, Hispanic and Spaniard, which is like fucking 0.01%. Because yes, that about God, your queen, God, Jesus, yeah, nothing wrong with the Bible. You are beautiful, exotic, but it's a kicker. You do not know how to have a conversation about mental health. You don't know what boundaries are in this conversation, respectfully, so it's not going to work out. So what? I know it sounds crazy, right? But this is my point being, I'm trying to save yourself and hurt yourself, get involved with me. But what do you mean? Okay, if you want to do this, just to let you know, I can walk away, no problem. I will not feel guilty for hurting you by walking away. I'm trying to save you from your own self not knowing. That's why I'm forewarning you, it's not going to work out. The boys behind me, other brown boys, not men, there's not many men out there, they'll destroy the fuck out of you, and you will give your all, and you will become your mother, auntie, your grandmother, and be by your side through all that bullshit. I know you will, culture-based. So respectfully, that's why I'm forewarning you. It's not going to work out.
He's not worth too. I was in an 11-year relationship from 11 years with my oldest daughter's father. He was from Honduras. I was 19, he was 39. So I've been through this before. When me and him separated, we co-parent our kids.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's no lingering feelings. You see what I'm saying?
Well, that's you gotta let go.
This year, well, of course, because why wouldn't I?
Well, that's the intent.
I've given it all I got.
Right. So you did it, right?
I've given you everything I got.
Right.
Go find your happiness. I'm gonna go find mine. With him, it will be the same.
Okay. Well, once again, that's what you let go for yourself. Closure for yourself. Nobody can do closure for you. If not, God, the universe will test you. My neck tattoo. Exes. To your last day in breath, all your exes will always come back and test you. How so? You can move on in a relationship to see if you actually let go, if the fear's gone, or you lock eyes and physical touch. Here we go again.
Come back because when they lose me, they lost, and they can't never I don't feel like I've lost anything. They've lost because I was genuinely a good woman to them.
People come and go.
Like open-minded in a lot of ways, and so maybe you weren't my person, and I wasn't yours.
Well, that's that's why that happened. Respectfully, we all say the same thing for the most part.
Right. So I'm like, you're free to go.
Right.
You don't get to come back. I don't believe in you a lot because I know your flaws. You know mine.
Well, because you know each other, physical experience.
I'm content in being by myself because everybody isn't meant to be, with everybody. And so, as long as my kids are good and y'all take care of our kids, yeah, God made us in pairs. But at the same time, everybody like, well, maybe brown boys, or maybe you should date black boys. Maybe I date no boys, and I'll focus on myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Build myself up. And so, like, I'm going to go to the military here in a few months.
Okay.
And once again, this is... me. So it's funny, in a relationship, we're working on each other together, but separately. And so, my body work, now my career, going to the military, like, I always have to focus on myself just in case me and him don't work out. And so, if me and him don't work out, I've lost nothing.
Well, people respect the phone. People will come and go, but once again, when they do go, it's officially falling apart. That one word, rejection. Can you handle it? Are you ready for it? Because once again, before you met this individual, right? Whatever your highest source is, glow up, all that shit, physical. I'm cool. I'm happy you're doing that. But how someone come in your life, they take your energy. Now it's gonna fall apart. And remember this: just because you're down, the universe is not stop because you're down. Just to let you know, you can become homeless because you break up divorce. Because that one person, I know. Trust me, I was you.
Like, he bought nothing to my life but love. I'm a meeting manager. I make $26 an hour. He is. I need nothing from him but love, literally. Financially, I was taking care of myself before. Yeah, well, that's the intent for yourself as a being.
Right. Well, that's a good thing on your side, Quinn. The intent as a being is like in the man world. So you got two parts of the matrix: the physical matrix and the emotional and the spiritual part. So you got the physical matrix, maintain job, money, car, home. And to keep it simple for you, anyone that bully you is not a good person. Don't matter if you're at McDonald's or a Honda studio, but you're good. You're maintaining. You as one being, then you blessed. Anyone that bullies you, family, friends, associates, I have a better job, car, home, money. Yeah, but remember, they're bullying you. That's not a good person. It doesn't matter go to church, Buddha, Muhammad. The belief's not bullying you. They are. So that's the physical matrix.
But he doesn't get access to any of that.
Yeah, you build boundaries.
He's like Black Power brother. He's beneath you. He's a legal immigrant, whatever. So he just with you to get your,
green card.
So while I work with him, I don't take care of him. So no, it's no mammy role. He provides for his family because I'm a strong believer. My father always provided for us. So he is a provider and a protector. And if he can't do that, right? So if I cook, clean, take care of your kids, wash your clothes, have sex with you, I've done my part.
Right,
traditional ways. So your job is to provide and protect. And so it's literally like a test because I don't think he can provide, but I just want to see that he can. And so we got to a point where even though I had money, I would say I didn't. Just to see what you see what I'm saying? Okay. But I feel like y'all do the same thing because I've heard like, oh no, black women only want to use us for money and we only want to use them for sex.
Well, so when it comes to brown black culture, especially in the ghetto hoods, take Spanish away, it's the same bullshit. Same bullshit. Take Spanish away, same bullshit, man. That racial black and white tension. Spanish culture, same thing. The lighter you are, the better. The darker you are, you get shit on. And they all believe that they're good people can go to church talking about Buddha universe. So when it comes to that bullshit, just be you good as a being for yourself. Learn to love you and you be blessed as one being. Remember this, you as one being. No one has to match energy. You can realize boundaries, don't have to respect them. And then when you start the healing journey, you might lose everybody in life, literally. Like, I know I have associates. I have a lot of blood back home, but I push them away. They push me away. Because me, my situation, like, I tell people, if you bully me, I'll bully you back. I match energy versus ecology. Especially toxic relationships, I'll throw it in your face. I gotta tell them. They try to give me shit, you're stuck on your ex, you do your dumb podcast. I'm like, well, you can say I'm stuck on my ex. That's your choice for will. But it's a kicker. Do I mention her? I'm not saying the mother of boys right here and there type of situation. But not in the beginning where I'm just talking about her and that's it because I'm going through a fresh breakup. No. Here's the best part. It's been 6 years in the breakup. You two are still together and he's still a fuck boy. And I'll say it loud with my chest. And y'all go to church on Sunday for what fucking reason? Make that make sense. Why are you scared to leave each other? Because kids? Yo, enjoy that toxic love broken coded relationship. Make that make sense, bruh.
So like the black and brown racist thing, like we
Mm-hmm.
talk about that stuff all the time.
Yeah,
Like
fuck all that,
me
respectfully.
personally,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like any culture. I'm not racist. I really don't care for any culture, even blacks. I like certain people from every culture.
It's energy,
And so
man.
because he is
That's all I see. Energy.
right,
I
so
don't care
he's
about
raised,
culture.
he
Really.
don't like blacks, but
Mm-hmm.
he do like blacks. And so like we don't have any cut cards. Like if it hurt his feelings that I think his people do this or that, if I'm not lying,
But who you dealing
he
with?
doesn't get to be upset.
Right. But that's how I version myself. Blue pillars for entertainers, right? Because our God and love is horizontal bullshit. When you start the healing journey, women and men, mental health, our God and love becomes vertical. Because we don't focus energy on worldly bullshit. Like me, I don't care about nothing. I go, race can't talk to me. Culture, you can talk to me. The church can't talk to me. You can, but you don't have to. Then guess what? A zillion people around me. I'm here in Seattle. I can speak to anybody out here. Especially when the queen said, I know many, many queens that speak to me, which they do it because of my tattoos. Main reason, once again, tattoo. I'm famous for my tattoo because of the words. And they got tattoos, and we have a deep conversation. They be like, "Oh, I judge you. What you got? Brown person with a tattoo, gang mafioso, person tattoo, 20 kilos." Like, no, you're looking to deceive me. Like, yeah, I know. Thank you. No, it's just energy. I did all these tattoos, not for validation, to get your attention. That's all my tattoos is straight to the point, every which way. So I care about mental health. I care about you as a being, and I want to learn about you. I'm respectful. I don't care about nothing man-made. You can talk about anyone that brags about man-made bullshit. They're toxic love and lust. End of story. Anyone that brags about themselves, mental health healing journey. What's up, Lucifer? How you doing, King? What you gonna call it? How's it going? What you gonna call it? That's them.
Like so I realized that he don't really mess with blacks. He messes with me, and then he realizes the same for me. And so we know each other inside now. So Jose can't lie to me even if he wanted to. That's how well I know him. I don't really care for anybody outside of Jose himself. So that's what I say. I don't care about race or color or whatever. Mm-hmm. Even person to person. If I don't personally know you, I really don't care about your existence. And so we're together because he's the same way. If you're a stranger, he could care less about you. And so we genuinely care for each other and all our differences. But then we realize we're very similar. We're selfish, we're cocky, we're this, we're that. Yet we found a way to like genuinely love each other. And so the kids isn't remember I told you saying we have to find a way to be together without the kids. Mm-hmm. The kids really aren't an excuse for us to be together. They're literally little us's. Like we
well yeah, that's your knowledge metaphor.
I fuck with him like the long way, and then I realized he fucks with me the long way. Like it's nothing he wouldn't do for me. And it's like we realize that we're not perfect.
Nah, nobody is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've done stuff that he can't stand. Pull guns on him, stuff like that.
Yeah. Be cautious of that, Queen. As long as you stop doing that, you'll be okay. But if you keep doing that, there's a problem. If I was you, I'd get rid of your water gun because it's not gonna work out. Okay. Well, once again, respectfully, like the intended beings you evolve in life, right? And when it comes to BB guns, if you have anger issues and you react, not respond, then you should not have. Yeah, you say protection, trust. The day that, remember this, everyone, that wasn't all of us, right? So the day you can't control your triggers and you become triggered, now you accidentally pull the trigger. Whoops, SARS don't fix shit. But it's a kicker, I promise you 1,000, you've been knowing that you react, you're too narcissistic wise. You want wars every single time because you cannot have this conversation. So you should not have BB guns at all. At all. Once again, that's what it's called, red flags. Y'all bumping heads? Yeah, don't be around them. Mm-hmm.
He feels... Man, don't carry on.
There you go. You know what's up, Lucifer? Yeah, so be cautious, guys. Deadass, like, you as one being, talk to yourself, like, can you do conversations? If you want wars, to verbal threats to physical threats? Yeah, do not have no weapons at all. Don't have nothing around you because trust, magic for that millisecond, things are flying. Things are flying, and so that's the problem. But
you know it, and I know I'm getting it soon, and so we generally have these talks like, at some point, if we can't get it together, we're gonna separate because you're gonna hurt me or I'm gonna hurt you. And then
yeah, that's not healthy.
Like, none of us are gonna do that. like, like, yeah, but I know I'm not gonna do that to you. You're not gonna do that to me. So this is what I'm talking about. You,
Right.
instead of being hard ass, you have compromise. And then you're waiting for me to compromise, and I'm waiting for you to compromise. In reality, neither one of us want to be a hard ass. We just don't want to look weak to the other one.
But that's the
And
part
so
of fighting ego.
that was like before Vince.
Right, right, right. Well, that's kind of fighting ego then.
Like,
Well,
we're getting old now, and so we're settled down. It's weird. So I think it will work. It's just
you know more. That's your personal experience, Queen. You know, once again, I can't speak on your behalf. You know him. You know you. If it doesn't co-parenting, and maybe down the road there'll be potential, but you know, maybe not. I don't know. Like, type people in this, like, that's the one thing of me as a being. Like, I know feelings, mental health, conversation, all this, but when it comes to me personally, a potential partner, that's what I don't know. I know my energy can be too strong in these conversations, and that's why, you know, I know, like, in life you do, you know, you can compromise, accept.
okay. I should have said most of the stuff I was saying was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Like I really nothing new
Past
has
version.
happened since then. So most of that stuff was like,
Yeah, past version. That's what I'm saying. Like, as long as it's not present, that's okay. But if you're still doing that, yeah, that's not healthy at all. It's gonna get worse potentially. So once again, the cool thing in this healing journey, mental health, as you're evolving, you can the present version of yourself can talk to the past version of yourself, so you don't do the same mistakes again. You don't have a lot of things happen to you or the relationship to become worse again. If you do, then it's not gonna get better. Respectfully, that's why you made the decision yourself to walk away. It's gonna hurt, yes. It's gonna suck.
Because I miss that stuff. Like we're boring now. So like we don't do.
Well, it's because toxic, Queen. When all you know is toxic and you open toxicity on the overall and toxic schools, toxic, especially in the good hoods, toxic love is normal to us. That's our love language. The day you actually healing journey, you get love, love becomes boring. That's my last relationship almost 4 years ago. She gave me a taste of authentic, unconditional love, authentic love. That's my standards are hella high. I don't deal with toxicity. I won't deal with toxicity. Why? I'll just walk away. I'll talk to you, but if you keep talking, yo, babe, but I'm saying more. I'm walking away. What? I do not. I grew up with this shit. Live this shit. No, I don't deal with toxicity. If you can't talk to me, guess what? If I was you, date people like you that are toxic. Throw each other, throw shit. I don't miss none of that stuff. No.
It's like we watch TV. Like we are supposed to, like we'll wake up and we'll want a trip even though we didn't plan it. But for the most part, it feels like we're settling in and it's getting like
As long as you're both okay with it on the overall, that's what matters. It's your relationship with you and your partner and your little family, right? As long as you're both, not just one. That's what I'm saying. On the overall healthy relationship is two-sided. A, communication, which everyone preaches about, then B, comprehension. On both sides, best as possible. You can make this work best as possible. If it's one side and one more than the other, it's not. I promise you 1,000, it's not gonna work out. You're talking to a wall, respectfully. So.
It's not working out for either one of us. He's getting bored and I'm getting bored, but we don't know how to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we both, like, adventurous kind of people. And so having a family and kids now, and now a new granddaughter, we're not even 40. And so it's like we're getting old before our time, and we're both like, I'm bored. PlayStation's getting old. No matter how many of them we get.
Games, right.
Go to different states.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so well, like, what are we to do?
That's you and your partner, right? So that's why as a couple talk about what are other options. What do you want to try something new to have more fun of whatever type of situation? Me as it being, I'm a homebody. I can just chill at the crib and do nothing. If I'm a partner, which I don't, but if let's say we did, we just chilling, watch a flick, talk, especially talk to each other. I'm cool. I don't have to do anything external as it being. I'm a homebody in general. So, but once again, that's know yourself as a being, the potential to be. Make sure you're compatible on the overall. If not, then it's gonna be kind of rocky, you know. What's up, Lucifer? What are you doing?
He's more happy with the PlayStation, this and that. The problem is that I'm getting antsy, and last time I got antsy, I went on a cheating spree on my ex or whatnot, and I don't want to do. That's why I'm going to join the military, because I need a safe adventure. You know what I mean? And so, financially, put us in a different spot, and also